Hello, everyone, and welcome to GTA 5. Yes, it is that time of week once again where we will go racing. There'll probably be some silliness. There will probably be some sensible bits. Well, sensible-ish. We're starting off at a very technical circuit, and it's a fun track to race around this one. It certainly can cause some issues, mostly for the chicane. You will see as we go through. Now, there are, of course, spaces for folks if you would like to come and join this evening's racing. Ewan is the person to message. Game tag alongside where we have highlighted currently. Send a message to Ewan. On Xbox, you need the enhanced version of the game, and we will try and get you connected. Ewan will try and send you an invite, and hopefully it'll all work. I mean, it's GTA. It is not always the most reliable, I think, is the politest of ways to to sum it up. Drake, thank you very much for the donation. Saying a Top Gear start intro, enjoy. On tonight's FailRace stream, we defy physics with some flying cars, quite likely. Sound makes a loud crash with mute, and Brazen is a total lemon when he punishes Alex for cheating. I don't think Brazen is around this evening. I think we'll get away with that. No lemon. No one will get lemoned tonight. P.S. FailRace may soon have a space agency. I used to play Kerbal. Back in the days, play the original Kerbal Space. I haven't played the second one. Although apparently the second one's not very good, or it's not much different from the first one. So I actually played that one. Yeah, I did like building rock. At one point, I spent quite a long time playing Kerbal, and I could vaguely be successful enough with Kerbal. Now it's been so long, I don't know what I am doing, and I would probably not be very successful anymore with Kerbal. In fact, I have been playing this weekend a wonderful, wonderful game called Against the Storm. Yes, I was just making sure that I could get the name correct. I very much recommend it. Against the Storm, fantastic, like roguelite city builder, which is a really interesting way of doing it. I'd go and look at it. It's on Steam. It's in the sale. It's kind of cheap. Yeah, really recommend it. Really, really good fun. It's one of the games that is wonderful at making time magically disappear. You start playing it, and then suddenly you are teleported 4 hours in the future, and you don't quite know how you got there, other than you were building cities and towns and that sort of. Yeah, it's really cool. Really, really cool. Shady Brady, thank you for the donation. Saying, I vote for silliness. There'll be that. There will definitely be that here. The final chicane is the bit to watch out for. And I'm going to say this now, and no one's going to listen. No one's ever going to bloody listen. But the final corner is a difficult one. It is narrow. You will not really fit 2 cars wide through it very well. People are still going to try it. Like, I'm going to say this, and I know I might still be one of those to try it. You can go too wide through the final chicane. It's difficult. More than that, you're going to end up with a crash. I gotta say that, and first lap, everyone's going to try and fit 5 cars into that space, and there's going to be a really big accident. So, let's get started. It is quite a short lap around here. We will do a 10-lap race with some Sport Classics. I can't remember what the vehicles are that are available. I believe they should be locked. We will get life connected. And we have a primitive potato. That's... entertaining. Nay, right. We have some different new folk. Got a couple of new names I don't recognise. We've got the 2 Ninetales. We've got actual Ninetales and fake Ninetales. I am sorry, but it is going to get stuck. That is going to get stuck as your name. Right. Time to go racing. Time to see what might unfold for us. I mean, we have, of course, the wonderful... the Ardent. Don't get to drive this all that often. I think it was only fairly recently added as a vehicle that you could select, but that's cool. I do like the Ardent. It is a good vehicle. Was very good at sumo back in the day. I think it was Danger Man that pioneered the Ardent in in sumo. It was very strong. in the sports car. It's a shame Sumo's a little bit broken now. Right. We have got the clear run into first corner. Oh, we have a yellow car. And it's not a Lado or a Brazen today. Neither of those. I don't know whether they might join later on. We have a different yellow car. Glisker is doing a motorbike impression immediately. That was a good start. Petrolhead, thank you very much for the super chat. Why has my controller got no vibrations? And it's plugged in, it's not out of battery. I've apparently lost. Well, that's fun. At least it's GTA, where I don't actually need the vibrations much for the driving. It's just completely given up. Petrolhead, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Saying the Mercury Spearling is going into production. Oh, that's so cool. I love that car. It'll be sold to 100 customers. Price of 820,000. It's a lot of money, but it's very cool. Of all the electric supercars, of all the electric hypercars that I've seen, that is the only one that's really been like this is a seriously impressive car to me. Like, I watched the Neo go up Goodwood a couple of years ago. I've seen the Lotus, the Avisia, the Rimax, all of those, and they're very fast. But I tell you what, the Mercury thing it is just something else. It is just something. I mean, I've been to Goodwood a number of years, and I've never seen anything like that car. I've seen a lot, not just Goodwood, I've seen a lot of race cars go. Never seen anything move like that. I've never seen a car have an impact on an audience as much as that thing. It is mind-bendingly fast. It is staggeringly quick. So it's awesome that they are actually putting it into production. I know I will never have the money to own one of those. I wish I did, because that is a hell of a toy. It is essentially just a track toy at that point. But considering that's cheaper than, like the Ferrari track cars and all of that kind of stuff, considering that's cheaper than most of them are like 1.2 million and 2 million and all, that's a hell of a bargain for what it is. It is a staggeringly cool car. And it looks like it belongs in the Burnout Paradise toy DLC, which makes it even better, I think. So, yeah, awesome little thing. Really glad to see that they are making that into production. Because, they're just really, really cool and stupendously fast. So, that's fantastic. We are in the midst of a battle here for the lead of the race. We've got kind of like this 5-car breakaway up at the front. We've got quite a big gap further back. Level 8 made a big break at the start of the race. Never going to last, of course. Can catch up and slipstream will drag people back. I will not be able to do anything there. Don't need to, because everyone's gone a little bit wide. Ooh. Now we'll go side by side through this next section. Big Mike, thank you very much for the super chat as well. I shall try and read that when I'm not in the middle of a corner or going side by side. See, you can get side by side through there. Me and Valentine were very sensible. We gave each other plenty of space. It was respectful. It was respectful side by side through there, and we didn't actually lose as much time as I thought we were going to. All things considered. This is going to go to the inside. That, again, it's fine. Don't mind that. We can give space through this section. Ooh, I thought we were going to have 2 wheels. We did not. We just got very, very sideways off of the dirt. Pulled a little bit of a gap from the cars. The top 5 has spread out a little bit. It's not going to matter. It's going to very quickly close up, and I did not get any slipstream how I wanted to. Level 8 is going to come soaring past, as is to be expected. We're on the wrong way through there. Nope. Not going to bother. It's not worth trying for a crazy overtake through there. Now, can we get this pass done before the chicane? We can. So, at this point, everyone is being sensible. There is chance. It's not a great chance. There's kind of a smallish chance at a slipstream pass to the line. Now, you'd have to do it absolutely perfectly, and I messed up this first section of corners. Oh, I had an itchy nose. Do not try have an itchy nose while bloody driving or while racing. Don't take your hand off the controller. Things can often go a bit wrong. But, there is a little opportunity. You've got to time it perfectly if you are going to get a slipstream run from the final corner to the finish line, because it's it's a very, very short one. I like this track. It's a simple track. It's not crazy complicated. It's not, you know, most ridiculous, but it's a really good challenge of a circuit, this one. Well, plenty of despite the fact it hasn't got very many corners, there is plenty of overtaking opportunities. Me and Valentine are going to do this again. Nope. I'm not doing that. Oh no! It was always going to go wrong eventually. It was always going to go wrong eventually through there. I think Valentine hit the wall and it just started the chain reaction of chaos behind. It's easily done. Oh, I wanted to duck underneath Ewan, and Ewan was taking a little bit of I don't think an intentionally funky line, but just was. Oh, I missed the 5-car battle for the lead. That was nice. It was manageable-ish. We'll go with ish, most definitely. Now it's all gone a bit manic, as you've got a big line of cars now all lining up. Level 8's on that side. We will sit in the slipstream. Wooler, thank you very much. Very, very generous donators. I shall read those in a minute. Sorry, I can't read them in the midst of a race. It is a frantic race, this one. We are going to try... not quite going to be able to get that one to work. Danger Man with a better exit than we had. Level 8 will hold on to this second place, because I'm not going to bother with that. You can get a little bit aggressive with the curbs, just not much. Like you can get a bit. You can be very aggressive with the curbs. You can get a bit aggressive with the curbs and not lose time. A lot aggressive with the curbs, and you will lose some time. Ooh, there's a little bounce off of the hay bale. We will go wide through there, but I think we'll still be in. Well, we're still in the draft. Ultimately, that's all that matters. It's going to be mayhem down this next section, because we're going to be approaching at quite high speed. Mute will be also at high speed. Whoever's behind Mute, I think it might be Valentine or Ewan, is going to be turning up as well. Level 8 wants to get alongside. Mute's gone the other way and is going to make that work. That's a little gap back, actually. That's fine. Level 8's backed out of it. Realised it was going to be chaos going for that one. Oh, I've got a Zoomy Cat in the office. Who was that? I think Cass. And Mute gets a bump from Danger Man and is up a position. Okay. Well, it was close to working when we will all sweep past Mute before turn 1. I don't know if Danger Man was going to have a look, so he left space. I think I've got 2 Zoomy Cats in the office. I think they're fighting over the curtain. Don't know why. But, you know, cats will be cats and all that. What more can you expect? Oh, there's a very wide Mute in the background. Not Mute, sorry, level 8 in the background. I just got pinned on the inside there. Well, that wide line would have been helpful. I just got stuck. I got stuck with nowhere to go. So, yeah. This is sometimes not the worst thing, because you end up dropping back, get this mega run. Yeah. It was a narrow gap that we were aiming for, and I don't think anyone knew we were there. So, it was a little brave by me to try and just shove the car in that gap. Danger Man may have just bounced off that wall there. What lap number are we on? A couple more laps to go. We are going to sweep past Mute. Oh! Danger Man got the wall! And we launched Danger Man. That's... well, that was a fun adventure for Danger Man. Amazingly, it's not really cost us a huge amount. Oh, with 4 wide... I apologise, Mute. It's 4 wide, and I'm frantically trying to not turn it into Ewan. And, yeah, I think we may have made the littlest of contact with Mute. And Mute got a twitch and ended up in the side of Gliska. Yeah, it is a danger of ending up 4 wide, and there's very little I can do in that one. I've got Zoomy Cats in the office now. They've gone away from the curtains. They're now on the catchery. You two, why are you've had all day to be Zoomy lunatics. Why have you waited? Well, because you're cats, I guess it's a silly question. But they have literally waited all day. And it is Cass, it's not Eve. It is Cass that is the Zoomy lunatic. He's just bolted out of the office at full cat speed. Or Ewan thought about going to the inside, couldn't do it. Now, we would have to be a lot better than that on the final. I don't know whether we would hold that or not on the final lap. Okay. 1 more lap to go. It's us 3. And probably us 3 unless we do anything stupid. The others may catch down the back straight. The charge is being led by Danger Man. It'll depend on... Oh, that's not what we needed. Because we really don't know. That's not what we wanted at all. That's just the worst. It's just the worst, because we're going to get stuck in the... no, we're still kind of clear of that group back there. So it's Ewan, Level 8, and me all battling for position. It's going to be 3 wide. Coming here, no. Level 8, oh, Level 8 could sweep across, or thought they could. There was not the gap that they wanted there. We are side by side with Ewan, coming towards the chicane for the final time, but there is a huge gaggle of cars. Level 8 is thinking about firing it to the inside. Can't do it. Cannot get there. And I think we will be able to break the toe, and it is victory for us in the first race of the day. Whew. Bloody hell, that was hard work. Yeah, so Level 8 was kind of close enough to think about having a dive into the chicane, but not really far enough alongside. Tried to get a better exit, but just couldn't quite get the exit. As I said, very difficult to get the exit on that, from that chicane to outrun to the line. We all take victory. Level 8 is second, Ewan is third, Doyle is fourth, ahead of Mute. Mute with fastest lap of the race. Danger Man is 6th, ahead of Gliska, and then we didn't see the rest of the lead. I didn't read the rest of the leaderboard in time. Oh, bloody hell. Good start. It's all downhill from here. It's basically, it's all downhill from this point onwards, I suspect. But, you know, we can try. We can try our very best. Now, as I was reading, Big Mike, thank you for the super chat. So, hey, what do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? Before I ruin myself, I love the vids and everything you do. Keep it up, crew. And what you call a boomerang that doesn't come back is a stick. You are definitely going to get... As I managed to drop my controller... you're definitely going to get a boo from me, and I am sure you will get a boo from chat as well. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Wotoluf? Sure. Thank you for the donation. Saying, can we have a low grip in the rain race, please? You can indeed. I don't remember what ones I've still got. However... we can definitely have a look. Overbear, thank you very much for a very generous donation. There wasn't a message with it, but thank you. It's much appreciated. Lado, thank you very much for the donation. So I bought a jumper yesterday that accidentally generates static electricity. Fortunately, when I went back to the shop, they gave me a different one free of charge. I mean, you're going to get a boo. It's quite good, though. I will grant you. That's actually quite good. I think you are going to... you're going to get a boo. You're going to get a boo from me. But it was not a... It was, yeah. It's a very boo-worthy pun, but it is a good one. Also, I recommend Purcell Hill. Well, thankfully, it's long gone. It's long gone. No more Purcell Hill. It has been gotten rid of. Ross Crashtane, thank you very much for the donation. So I set a bad example the other day when I hopped on top of my music teacher's estate car. Thankfully, nobody else chomped on the bandwagon. Oh, I mean, you're getting a boo again. It's a good but very boo-worthy pun right there. I mean, estate car puns always rare and good, but you're definitely getting a boo on that one. God dear, we started off this evening strongly with the boos. There is, yeah, starting off strong. Colt Cavill, thank you very much for the super chat saying how much chaos is next. Well, we've got one more race around here. We tend to do 2 races on each circuit, and after this, we're going to have a slippery surface race, which is pretty manic. They're a very different challenge, and I've got to remember which ones that we do have. I think we still have one of Brazen's. I think we have one of Danger Man's. Danger Man's built 1 or 2. Yeah, there's definitely some chaos to be had in the old slippery surface events. A different sort of chaos, a different kind of challenge. this screen is flickering and driving me mad. We're going to get started. If you are just joining the stream, just tuning in, welcome. You are more than welcome to take part in this evening's mayhem. Ooh, I want to drive. I mean, I generally like the Revolter, so I'm going to drive it. Even if I don't know if it's the fastest of these, but I'm going to drive it anyway, just because, you know, I feel like we've got to represent the Revolter here. Joshua, thank you very much for the donation. So I've been watching your videos for 5 years now and love them all. Oh, well, thank you very much. I am glad, and hopefully we're watching for many more years to come. Could we please have a silly brazen track today? And also, the cult has returned. The cult of 1p is back. I was expecting that to be the cult of 69, but I was wrong. We can have a silly brazen circuit. Of course we can. It's almost a staple of these. I don't know whether we have. Do we? Has brazen made any more silly ones? You know, there is a circuit. If I can find it, if I can remember what it's called. I think there's a brazen circuit we've never driven. Now, it might not work, because it was one that was intended for a stream and I've never got round to doing it, and I've mostly forgotten about it. Have we? I think I've got it saved. I don't know if I can remember the name of it, but there might be. There might be a never-before-seen brazen circuit, which is probably a dangerous prospect. But we shall build, what's the word for it? Retention from the audience and everything. Yes, that's what we're going for here. Oh no. Well, it's not quite gone as well with the sports cars. Between the car in front getting it wrong and car behind getting it wrong, I got bumped around, shall we say. I was trying to duck in behind Doyle. We got pushed into it, and Doyle made a mistake anyway, so that was a messy chicane. We have come out of it all with the lead. Like, it came out okay for us. We've got, we've got Ninetales behind us, which is always a scary sight. We all have that one that side. Okay, we've got 3 different cars in the top 3 at the moment. That's always quite good when we can manage that one. And we are going to use the Revolter's straight line speed. Well, to be fair to Danger Man, there was a Revolter's size width, a gap left. They put us to the wall, and it was up to us to decide what we were doing. And oh no, okay, we made a mess of it through there a little bit, but. Yeah, Danger Man left a car's width and nothing more. It was very... What was it? Didn't Schumacher do it? Wasn't it Hungary? Schumacher did it to someone. I vaguely remember... I want to say it was Barrichello, but I could be wrong. This was a little while ago now, of course. Whoa! Bloody hell. But, yeah, everyone is fine. We've all got away with it. We slipped back to 3rd, but we're still very much in touch with the leaders. We will slipstream past one, and we will use the Revolter's immense straight line speed, slipstream past another, and now we will get to the inside, but it's not really going to be... Danger Man's got so much momentum. When you've got that huge slingshot, you've got so much speed going into the corner that pass is straightforward. Ninetales is going to have the straightforward pass on us, and through the chicane we go. At the other side, good slipstream. Not quite. See, that's the problem. Is we're not quite enough to beat Ninetales to the line. I think we're going to struggle with these cars because they're quite fast accelerating. So yeah, that's going to be a really difficult one to deal with. So the overtakes are going to happen into the chicane, but we've seen time and time again when you're pinning your victory hopes on an overtake into that chicane, a lot can go wrong. In that we've not got the slipstream that we wanted. God, here comes Ninetales and Nugs. We're just going to go up against the wall because it's actually a bit safer there. That is my theory. We're less likely to... Well, I say we're less likely to... Oh, God. Slightly went wider than I was expecting. Now, Gliska's going to go to the inside. We're going to sweep past. That's the sort of move Oh, it's one of the red cars. I think that's Danger Man. That's the sort of move you're going to have to do, although don't go on the dirt. Put a wheel on the dirt and that'll cost you. That's the sort of manoeuvre you're going to have to do if you're going to win the race, I think. Although, that being said, we can set this out. Like, a lot of... With the way we race with Slipstream and Catch-Up, a lot of the time you are essentially practicing doing dummy runs for the final lap. However, the final lap never works as any of the practice runs had. It's... yeah, we can plan it, we can set it up, but there is never any guarantee that what we did in the testing is actually going to work. I mean, at the moment, me and Gliska are just trading Slipstream down here. Works out quite well for us. We will, not quite make that one. Okay, well, it works out a bit less well for us that time around because we lost the back end. Hello, Ewan. Oh God. Everybody be neat and tidy, just about. It wasn't the best, but we have made it work through there. That's what matters. The Cadillac on the outside is going to run out of room. Although I think we're at I just don't know what the revolt is based on. Is it the Cadillac? So there was, the CTS V. This. Is it like the CT6? I don't know Cadillacs because we don't get them over here, so I never see them. Certainly the back of it looks like one of the big Cadillacs. I wanted to say it was like the Cadillac 16 concept car, but it's not quite. There is a real thing that this kind of... I don't know Cadillacs. I'm going to kind of guess... It's not the Blackwing one. I'm going to guess it's like the more normal... I don't know. Someone in chat will know better than I about Cadillacs. Uh-oh. Well, this is the recipe for disaster. Nope, we've all been very well behaved. Look at that. That is what you can do when everyone is well behaved. Gliska gets away with it though. So yeah, if we're all fighting over who's gonna go side by, like, you could very well have a massive battle. I mean, the car at the front is too far away for any slipstream. We are likely to do that one. We are likely to end up with that one at some point. Danger Man has rejoined the group. It's pretty hectic through all of this. Right. Through the sort of sweeping corners we go, and then slipstreamed by everybody. Brady's managed to explode. Well done. I don't know how you've managed to do that here, of all places. There's going to be a little gap for us. 4 wide is a silly idea. I tried it. I tried it because we still got a few laps to go, and I was curious whether we could make that one work. Oh, God. Yeah. I mean, Danger Man would get an easy victory there. Okay. Oh, this is going to be... It's going to be mayhem. I actually think you want to be... I think, like I was in that previous race, if you're leading heading towards the chicane, I think there's going to be so much chaos behind everyone trying to be in the right place. I think you might actually stand a better chance of just winning straight from the off. Now, through here, we know the Revolt has got a lot of straight line speed. There's an orange car gone for a flop over there. But don't put a wheel on the dirt. The second you touch the dirt, I lose all of the straight line speed. We are to the outside here. Bad place to be. Because of that. Because problem with being on the outside is if anything goes wrong, it's going to affect you, right? It's not Mute's fault on that one per se. It's really easy to make just a little mistake. Hell, I've had it. Back end, let's go, and all of that. So you run this huge risk. If you commit to going to the outside, you've got to be aware that there is this risk. There is this risk of an accident, essentially. Where are we going to go? Oh, I don't think Danger Man realised we were trying to look for a way underneath there. We were busy trying to set Danger Man up. We saw the car was slow in places. Now I'm going to be out of place through here. We're both out of place quite a lot. There, which isn't ideal. However, the mega slipstream before the Revolter will kick in. There's a lot of Commodas up at the front. I am desperately trying to fight off the Commodas. Mute's got the VTSR or whatever it's called in this game there for representation. Alright, me versus Danger Man. down towards the chicane. Gliska's going to try and make it, or was thinking about making it 3 wide. Ewan punted Danger Man into the lead of the race. See, we could do that. We've probably got the best chance of doing the outrun to the line because of the Revolter's straight line speed. It does seem to be pretty damn rapid when you get a big toe. So there is a chance. There is definitely a chance for us here. We will just bounce it up onto 2 wheels a little bit and then neatly through this next section. Right. Is it going to just be a battle between me and Danger Man? Will Ewan and Mute have enough slipstream to come and join the group? I think they might, you know. Yeah, they're all going to be here. Danger Man is covering the inside. Sensible thing to do. Gliska gets alongside. We could be at a spot of bother here. We need an absolutely massive run off of the corner, which we do get. Whoa. My best hope is for that. And now it's a drag race. No, it's a drag race to the line of the Revolters. Gonna double up. It's 2 for 2. Oh, that was like, I wanted to try and make it 3-1, but I knew I wasn't going to make it, so we just lifted, and that is... Oh, I couldn't have done it better if I tried. There wasn't the gap for the car there, so I just had to back off and I hope that something went on, and sure enough it did. Too many cars into a narrow chicane, and chaos can always go on. We will claim victory. Danger Man is second, Mute is third, Gliska's unlucky, ends up in 6th from all of that. Fastest lap would go to Shadow down in 9th with the other Revolter, or one of the other Revolters in that one. I will take it. I will take it. Ah, well, the races have started well. I doubt they're going to continue well, but yeah. That was just, yeah, it was a lot of luck. There was a lot of luck involved in that one. I can't complain though. Petrolhead, thank you very much. A couple of super chats in fact. First saying Ferrari's revealed the maddest SF90. I have seen this one, yeah, the SF90 XX Stradale. 1,000 horsepower and a Spider 2, top speed of 200, yeah, 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds, jeez. Yeah, it's a mad car. It's not my favourite looking thing, but I suspect it is going to be very, very fast indeed. That's a lot of power now. It's getting quite silly with them. Also, Petrol saying the Revolta is based on the Cadillac Escala concept. All right, okay. Can't say whatever. You know what? I'm going to have a very, very quick Google this. I don't think I've heard. It wasn't the Cadillac I was thinking of, so I don't think I've... that's just an SUV. Oh, no, that's because it just auto-completed it to Escalade rather than Escalade. See, that's just an SUV. That's not right. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's very much that, isn't it? That's not a bad looking concept car actually. That's quite cool. It probably wouldn't have sold, but yeah, okay. That's very, yeah. I can see the Revolta in that very much so. Where do we get to? Alex Anderson, thank you for the donation. And do a of Danger Man's choice in off-road. I think Danger Man's getting to choose an off-road race for us, perhaps, if I'm reading that one correctly. Okay, we can do that at some point. Sound White Noise, thank you for the donation. So Alex, a good recommendation for a slippery surface race is a Moist Adventure, if I remember correctly. It's also a brazen track. I do remember. That's the one I think that's the one I'm thinking of. A Moist Adventure. I don't know much to be called Moist Adventure. It's not called a Moist Adventure, at least. I know exactly the one. I know the one I'm thinking of. Maybe it may have got deleted at some point. It is always possible that maybe it has been deleted. I'd be surprised if it has been, but apparently it is gone. Brazen has slidey slide. I can have a look for slidey slide. I do have slidey slide. This is the one. I think this is the one that I was thinking of. Perhaps. Okay. Moist Adventure I don't have anymore. Slidey slide. I think this is the one we're going for. I mean, you'll get the idea pretty quickly. This is a race specifically designed in such a way as to have as little grip as possible. The vehicles are all chosen to be difficult to drive. They will slide around, funnily enough, and you will have to be very careful around here. Cass and Eve, thank you for the saying we're not zooming human slave. We test you catalytic converter. Well, the test has gone well because Eve's gone to sleep. Testing has been completed, and now Eve is doing the important. Well, or maybe this is an important part of the test, the sleeping part. I mean, Eve, she has been asleep up there. Actually, she's been up there most of the bloody day. Well, I'd tell that a lie, actually. She came downstairs and pretty much sat on, well, me while I was watching the Formula 1. She decided she wanted attention. So, yeah, that was that, and Apollo got jealous. As he does. Aeronod, thank you for the donation. So, no puns today, just simple questions, and the topic came up in chat. What is your favourite concept car? Ooh, that is a good question. It's a good question. I always liked the Cadillac 16, but I think that was more just because of its appearance in PGR 3, I think. God. There is a lot of very good concept cars out there. Christ, I am not sure. I always like the GT90 as well, the Ford. I know it might not have been amazing or anything, but the GT90 are kind of... Actually, no. Wait, the Chrysler, the ME412. There we go. That one there is always up there as one of my favourite concept cars. Because it was bonkers. But it looked really cool. Admittedly, nowadays it's not that crazy. But for the time, it was a pretty damn cool supercar. Would have been a really interesting thing to have seen. And yeah, that's saying the Hyundai Envision 74. Is that the new one? The one they've got? That is also very, very cool. I don't actually know if that's... I can't remember what it's called, but yes, that Hyundai Vision thing is really neat. So, yeah. But yeah, the ME412 I always liked, always wished it had been made to an actual thing. It would have been a really interesting rival to the supercars of the day. I guess no one would have bought it, but... or might struggle to sell it. But, yeah... It would have been interesting to see had it turned up. Ethan, thank you very much for the donation. So, evening, Alex. Hope all is going well at your end. Can I request a Panto race for the hell of it? You can request it. I cannot guarantee I know what races feature Pantos. A lot of our races, of course, are locked to certain vehicles, and I cannot guarantee what races have Pantos. So we can try. If I can remember what races have Pantos, we might be able to go to them. But yeah, we will try. I will have a look. Yeah, not always the best memory. Shall we get ready for this? 26 people tackling a slippery surface race. If you do want to take part, where is Ewan gone? Have we lost Ewan? No, we haven't lost Ewan. Here we go. If you do want to take part, Ewan is the person to message. Gametag is alongside where we have highlighted on the screen at the moment. Send Ewan a message on Xbox, and he will try and get you connected. You do need to be on the enhanced version of GTA if you wish to join. So yeah, we'll try and get you connected. Brazen is indeed here. What a circuit to have turned up for. Oh, 26 cars around here is going to be difficult. It's definitely going to be a handful if you haven't driven. Like a lot of people may not have driven this circuit, this style of racing. So the slippery surface tracks make use of one particular prop. When wet, just has a lot less traction than a lot of others. And there's a couple of props actually that have a lot less traction when wet. And yeah, if you're not used, if you've never done one of these before, you're about to be in for a hell of a surprise, because it suddenly makes GTA racing very different. And I was going to say difficult a little bit as well. You've got to, be mindful. Most definitely be mindful of the cars. Your braking is going to be a lot worse. Your handling is going to be a lot worse, and most significantly, your traction is going to be terrible. Oh, and there are boost pads because it's a brazen circuit, of course. There are boost pads along the walls for you to watch out for, and there are some missile pods around the place. So yeah, there is that. Something has exploded. Yeah, the missile pod's already claimed victim. So this is the sensible round. Okay, this is the sensible round. And when I say sensible round, I do genuinely mean it. The Gauntlet Hellfires are a bit oversteery. They're not completely useless here. I believe Futo that will come up next is a very different story. Okay, we're going behind the pink car. Go. Yeah, we'll merge with the traffic a little bit. Now up here, we've got to not go too fast because I can't remember where the corner is. There it is. Someone's going wide into the missile pods. No, all the leaders have made it neatly through. Well done, everybody. Oh no, I've understeered myself into a wall. Salmon's exploded and Liam's exploded. I don't quite know who exploded who, but some death did occur. Gliska bumped off a wall and caused issues. There's more explosion potential there. Yeah, Drake found it. There's definitely explosion potential. Oh, boost padded cars have caused a lot of chaos there. Crane, I think that was Crane anyway, done a good job of recovering that. Fake Ninetales slid off at turn 1. I think real Ninetales is leading. They are. We are stuck to the back of Valtrek. That's fine. We will go for second here. Be mindful of the oversteer you're going to get. Now, this crossover, I mean, you're trying to sit here and spot the gap. I think we're going to go behind the white car. That should be fine. All is good. There's a big cluster of cars behind us, including Brazen. Pone has found a new place to explode. Don't quite know where, but well done, Pone. Ninetales was on the brakes actually quite a lot more than was needed. I was just following, and yeah, it wasn't great for us. Now, let's not get that load of understeer. We've got a lot of understeer. Ninetales is visiting my wall as well. It's really okay. Makes me feel a lot better that Ninetales also went off to visit that wall, about how easy that wall is to end up visiting, essentially. We've got to be very careful of that boost pad. Now, this boost pad here can be helpful. If you can just nick the boost pad like that, you'll propel yourself forward while still being in control. It's a very fine line between getting some speed in propelling yourself forward and having a huge amount of accident, basically. Oh dear. Too much oversteer. You can get away with it. You can get away with carrying a little bit of speed while sliding, but that was too much speed. We just got way too much rotation. Are we going to go? Oy, that is very close. Either side of the white car for me and Brazen. Not quite what we were going for, but it worked. Probably not what I've got to guess Doyle was expecting either at that point. Everyone got away with it. Oh, Glissa's going to dive to the inside. And we'll maybe get the place for a moment. I mean, there's always a chance of slipstream. We've got a 4-car breakaway at the front, and then Valtrek's a little further back. Brazen and Ninetales are side by side. I'm just being a little bit mindful down there. Gliska is... Oh, I say asking for trouble. Me and Ninetales are going... So you basically... You can't get both those boost pads, or if you tried, you're probably going to wreck. So you kind of pick. You're either fast on the way into the corner or fast on the exit. Me and Ninetales pick the fast exit. Brazen and Gliska pick the fast entrance. Oh dear. Well, Yeah, I think Glacier was going for a much tighter line than we were, and I misjudged where the turning was going to be. And of course, here, because of the surface, if you spin, you just spin. There's very little chance of recovery from that one. The good news is that we will probably be catching that lead group fairly quickly, especially if they're going to fight 3 wide. You know, they're going to hinder their lap time so much. We'll try and get the car turned there quite as nicely as possible. How many laps? 7 laps around here. Okay. Oh, there is someone off the circuit. We will get the boost pad, however, not really got anywhere to go through here. We will drift tap the wall, and that gives us a nice little speed boost. That is the way to do it there. And I can't believe I'm saying it, but essentially, yeah, if you can drift tap the wall just so that the rear corner nicks it but the rest of your car doesn't, that is the ideal way to go through that section. We are to the inside of Valtrek. Minimal amount of oversteer for us through here. Oh, a lot of understeer, though, through the next part. Please don't let there be a gap there that you can fall down. Thankfully, there was not. Level 8 can go ahead of us. I had no grip to avoid Valtrek, so I thought it'd be more useful just to help them accelerate forward with a bump. We are to the top of the course. I think we've got 1 more lap after this, 2 more laps after this. Okay, Brazen with a little bit of a lead. We've got a big slide. Ninetales is going to have a look to try and take 4th away. Can't quite do it. I think there's a Danger Man perhaps catching up. If I have seen that correctly, there is a Danger Man on the way to come join the battle up at the front. It may end up evolving into a 4-car battle. We will clonk the boost pad. I think Valtrek may have got the inside one. Yeah, me and Brazen are trying that boost pad on the outside. Although the problem is you do have to slow down slightly to get it. So it's a real risk on its own trying to get that one. Oh, I'm struggling to stop. It's just too much speed. If you get it wrong in these conditions, you are just not going to have any control over your car. Good news is we're not getting hit at the crossover point anymore. We seem to be clear from that. So yeah, we will blast our way up the hill. Brazen is back to the inside of Gliska. Danger Man is right behind me. I'm happy to be slow on the way into that section. Oh, although Curb got me out of control and Danger Man. Well, it's... Yeah, we got parked. We got parked on the outside and I could not do anything about it, and Danger Man was really struggling to turn it. So I got a little twitch on the curb, and in trying to sort of regain it... right, so we're going to... Oh, there is a boost pad there. I didn't realise that. There's a boost pad actually hidden in the floor, so there's no real reason to drift tap the wall. Because you're just going to get... If you're going to get the boost pad on the inside anyway, there's no real reason to risk the wall quite as much. Oh, did not even notice that there was crossover traffic there. Was busy in the battle with the cars in front, and that's my race done on the final lap as well. That's frustrating. Yeah, I didn't realise we were going to be in the crossover traffic, and I wasn't looking as I was busy looking at the battle ahead. And yeah. Damn it. Damn and blast. Well, can't win them all. We have had 2 victories to start the stream off with. It was always going to end up coming to an end at some point. And yeah, this is going to... Unless there is a tremendous... It'd have to be an absolutely insane accident up at the front for us to be able to do anything about that group of cars. There may well be some... I think because most of them are just going to get boost padded to the finish line anyway, which they all did. I saw a big crash. I don't know which one it was. There we go. Danger Man took victory. Ninetales was second. Gliska is third. I think it must have been Brazen that had the massive accident off of the wall. Would end up fourth over Valtrek. We would be sixth ahead of Ewan. Level 8, other Ninetales and Salmon would round out the top 10, with Danger Man getting the fastest lap of the race. To be fair, that was kind of expected with the way they caught up. They were running in clean air and were able to sort of make the most of that. But yeah, that was there was always going to be a bit of chaos at the end. Yeah, unfortunate at the crossroads for me. Just how it goes. on this track. Still, sixth, not too shabby. Drake, thank you for the donations. I heard the FailRace astronomy research team is planning to send Drake into space with a biofueled Izzy rocket made from cow manure. What a stinker that will be. Yep. Did we launch you in that race? Or did you? You might have gone flying in the previous race, I think, at some point. Yeah, we can definitely launch. We can definitely launch vehicles. PS, we're off for a Jolly Boost holiday, I think. We can visit a Jolly Boost. We can visit a Jolly Boost. I don't mind that. Well, I say I don't mind that track. Filming crew might disagree, but we can tackle a Jolly Boost. Lado, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, hey Alex, how good are these Bincident stickers? I heard that if you buy clothing, you get them for free. And as a built-in feature, you constantly get the cool side of the pillow. Not guaranteed to give you constant cool side of pillow. Yes, if you buy any of the any clothing item from the FailRace store, there is a link to it in the description of the stream. You will get a Bincident sticker. It's the only way you can get hold of them at the moment is with purchases of clothing on there. So yeah, buy an item of clothing on the FailRace store. You will get the very, very cool FailRace Bincident sticker, and yeah, you might also constantly get the cool side of the pillow. What more could you ask for from a merch store, really? So there we go. Chris, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, continue the story in the party before. We went to see a 208 GTI that was being advertised for £1,700. That's alarmingly cheap. It had the most horrendous misfire I've ever heard from any car. It had been well, I think it's supposed to be remapped. I think autocorrect has got it. Remapped and a custom exhaust. Check Twitter for a video. Hold on. I'm not going to be able to play it down the microphone. I don't think. Jesus Christ, the engine is trying to shake itself out of the car. Yeah, I mean, I can see why it's very, very cheap. That is immensely cheap for a 208 GTI. But yeah, that's not great. Not great. Definitely don't want to go down that road again. Lado FIA Steward for today. Thank you very much for the donation. Saying, penalty for car number 1. Well, I'm not car number 1. I'll point that one out straight away. Next day, for foul language, the words damn and blast. Penalty is starting from the back to experience catch up on a slidey track. I mean, I'll do it. However, well, I can't start from the back because, you know, we will drop to the back just for the entertainment side of things, shall we say. I'm always up for a challenge when it comes to a GTA race. However, oh, the Futo, what a machine. What a terrible, well, look, okay, I say terrible car. No, it's a fun car to drive when you're just messing about. It's terrible in terms of traction and all the useful things, really, for a race car. And here, of course, it is designed. This circuit is going to be a real test for the car because the car itself doesn't have much grip to start with. So you put it here, and it's a real test of car control. You have really got to. Oh, mute has exploded. You have really got to figure out ways to get this car to work. Oh, someone has fallen off through the middle. So yeah, you've got to be gentle with the throttle. You've got to be gentle with the car in general, steering as well, because it's going to want to rotate on you. There are ways to make this car work. Crane is climbing a tree, and Brazen's had an adventure as well. Now, one of the things that does help in this race is the way that Brazen's built this circuit. It is not all the slippery surface. You do get to drive on some sensible tracks from time to time, which is fine. Like, it makes it life a little bit more plausible. Oh, Nugs exploded and somebody else went with them. We are going to get to the inside of Ewan, I think, through here. Come on, find that traction. There we go. Curb boosting is considerably more dangerous here, of course, with the lack of grip. Oh, Brazen! Oh, you lucky fool. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, Brazen could not have got that one much closer to disaster if they had tried. Now, my concern for me is I have got a broken rear wheel. Now, I don't know how much difference that's going to make to my car. In general, damage like this will affect the handling of a vehicle, but I don't know by how much. Oh, there has been issues out wide. I will just try and not go out wide, find some traction. There we go. We get past Salmon, but it's immediately repassed again. I'm going to go behind the white car. That's close. Alright, we're up to 9th. Okay. It's been a good climb so far. It's mostly just been stay out of trouble. Oh, I'm not making that corner. It was mostly stay out of trouble. The car was just not on the ground. I couldn't get it to stop because all the wheels were in the air. Damn it, it was a great start. We had a brilliant, it was like as good a start as we could have done. And then I pissed it away on my own. It wasn't even with Slipstream. I'm just surprised it just didn't want to stop. I mean, I know that's the whole point of the whole, you know, the slippery surface and the like. But, yeah, it really had no interest in stopping at that point. Oh, car, behave. Okay, well, it's not behaved, but we weren't as bad as some of the other cars through there, so that's something. Right, come on. We are falling further away from the leaders. We're going to go behind probably the lead group. Well, the lead group got involved in a crash. Puts me up to 11th either way. I'll take it. I'm happy enough with that for now. If we can get ahead of the car coming down the hill. That was a pretty much backwards car. I don't know who it was. they just came into shot out of control and backwards. Right, I'm going on the brakes a lot heavier up here than last time. The orange machine ahead has a big accident. Okay, we're up to 10th now. The front has got a bit more spread out. These are considerably more difficult to drive than the gauntlets. They are a lot slidier, and as you saw, with escaping the corner on that kind of jump. It's barely a jump, to be honest, but it's still enough to get you in trouble. Right, they'll hit that boost pad. It's a big slide, but that's okay. We'll get away with that. We can kind of just do our own thing again. At the moment, we're kind of just doing our own thing. The leaders are not a million miles away. There's always a chance. There's always a chance here. Ewan is all crossed up and will lose a place to Salmon. We cannot quite profit. Wanted to, couldn't do it. Ninetales on Valentine not too far away, and Ninetales gets clipped. Small man, I think that's for position, maybe for us. It does look like it might have been. Okay, on the brakes we go as we head up the crest. I think maybe if you're on the left-hand side, you may get a little bit more air than on the right-hand side for reasons that I don't fully understand. Ewan almost visiting the tree, and I think Ewan missed the checkpoint, trying to cut that one too tight. Okay, we're up to 7th now. The leaders are a long way out in front. The leaders are a long way gone, so we're unlikely to catch them. It's not impossible, but yeah, we're going to need a really, really good run here to do it. We've got 3 laps, essentially. Oh, come on, Futo. Stop going sideways. We need forward momentum, not sideways momentum. Sideways momentum is bad. I mean, it looks spectacular, for sure. Don't do what Ewan did. Don't visit that outside wall. It really is just a game of carefully does it. Oh, crap, we're going to get stuck. No, we might get between this. Might get him go behind shadow. I had to lift and brake. That's the sort of thing you don't want. That just costs you that bit of time. We've just lost touch slightly with the car ahead, which is not good, although the car ahead has had a big exploring moment into the forest. Got away with it, but yeah. That left-hand side is really dangerous up that hill. I think it is. You just get a slight bit of air time, and that's all it takes to end up in trouble here. I don't think we're really no, we are catching the lead group a little bit here. I don't know if I actually want all the slipstream. What the hell did I hit to do that? Something. Oh, sorry. Oh, my car got bloody wheeling. I don't know whether it was debris or a curb that launched it, although we have caught the lead pack now. Both of us, both me and I think it's Salmon that we're racing with, have caught this lead pack, which is great. Is it Gliska that's leading? No, Liam leads. Gliska's second. So Liam has a little bit of a gap. We're battling, well, we will be battling Danger Man, who is up ahead. So Drake is not in this battle. Drake is a lap down. We want to pass as efficiently as we can. On the brakes we go. There, we will be through. Okay, so there's Liam. We can just see him going past the wall. Danger Man is the car ahead. Don't get in trouble. There, fantastic. We will now be as neat and tidy as we can. That was not the neat and tidy that we were looking for. Just lost the back end at a really critical point. Cars here will get some boost. Level 8 has made contact with Gliska. Danger Man's had trouble with a back marker, and that's promoted us to third. Liam is well out in front, and I don't think we catch Liam here particularly. We're going to go behind that car. I mean, unless Liam makes a big mistake, I don't think we can catch Liam around here. Come on, Futo. Liam is not going to get hit on the crossover. We might get hit on the crossover if we cannot get across in front. Oh, it was very close. I mean, we had to do it. The only chance we have of getting Gliska does involve, I say, kind of going for it. But yeah, we can't afford to lift and brake at a point like that. Come on, Futo, find some traction. There we go. It's going to be close. I think we're just going to be a little too far back. The only way we do it, I mean, we'd have to have a stellar run through here, which we didn't quite. I wasn't quite brave enough through that section to make it work. Liam is going to take victory. We actually missed the boost pad anyway. Still a podium. I'll take a podium. I'll take a podium. Had we not missed the braking point at the uphill section, we could have probably caught up. We just ran out of laps, although the front got a little bit spread out as well. We get fastest lap of the race by the looks of it. Liam is going to take victory. Gliska will be second. We end up third ahead of Danger Man. Level 8 is fifth, followed by Brazen, Salmon, Ewan, Mute, and Shadow would round out the top 10 in all of this. The important question is, where is Night House? Let's see, shall we? I'm going to guess somewhere silly. Oh, Night House has not gotten somewhere silly, having abandoned a race. Well, this is just, it's not a cannon round anymore. Yeah, that's always a tough one. That is always a challenging circuit to go racing around. So, yeah, well done everyone who got the hang of it. It is a very different type of driving compared to what everyone is used to on GTA. So, yeah, it's understandably difficult. If you haven't ever raced one of these before, there is a real knack to driving the cars. Michael DeSanta, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, I wonder, even after 10 years, why the base game Tailgater is still so elusive online. Well, it wasn't for a while, when you could buy it for a while. Well, it was, so when multiplayer was first activated, the Tailgater was really rare. I spent ages and ages trying to get hold of mine, and I finally got hold of it, and had one in online. They do spawn in traffic, just it's an incredibly rare spawn. And then they made them available for everyone to buy. So all of that hard work kind of meant nothing. Not to say it didn't mean nothing. I had my car when I wanted it. But yeah, then you could just go buy them willy-nilly. And now, they're one of the many cars to have been removed. Because Rockstar are useless. So now they're back to being exceedingly rare. If you haven't already got one, etc. I really like the base Tailgater, if you will. I thought it was a good car. I mean, it's essentially just an Audi, which, well, I'm always going to be perhaps a little more biased towards and everything. But yeah, now it is definitely a very rare. It will be going forward a very rare car. Not that I don't know how long GTA 5 has until it is replaced, but yeah, there we go. That's that one. It's basically Rockstar are greedy. that's the easiest way of summing it up, I think. Unfortunately, but there we go. Where will we going to? Well, next one was going to be Danger Man picks an off-road circuit. That's definitely a choice. I don't know whether I can. Can I shout at a Danger Man? Possibly. We can possibly shout at a Danger Man somewhere. I don't know if Danger Man is actually in the chat tonight to be able to hear. I'm just going to, unless I see a message ping up in here. Right, hold on. I don't even know if Danger Man's going to be able to see this but we'll try. Right, we are going to ping a Danger Man in the Discord. We'll see whether Danger Man gets back to us or not. So yeah, if not, then I will just pick. Oh no, Danger Man is there. So we will. I have a feeling. Well, okay. I know what track I will pick if Danger Man doesn't pick one. I know where I'd go. I don't know where the Man of Danger will end up sending us. Could be anywhere. Yes, the pressure on. If it's a terrible circuit, we know who to blame. Can we do the one by the prison in the Omnis and Trophy Truck? We can, if I can remember what the damn thing's called. Pone, you know tracks way better than me. What was the circuit where we raced around the prison with the rally cars and the trophy trucks? I know exactly the circuit you mean. It wasn't the track that I was thinking of, but I do know exactly the circuit you mean. Is it Chafed Buttocks? I think it's Chafed Buttocks. Oh, it is! Pone has found it. What a circuit, of course. We are going to the... Yep. This is a good track. This is a good circuit, actually. It's much longer lap. The final corner is notorious for cars rolling, which is always entertaining. We will definitely want ketchup on here. Christ. Okay. Let us get... See, I was thinking of going to Jump the Shark or whatever the actual name of it was. That is also a good fun off-road circuit. But this one here, likewise, is a good track. Let's just turn that off. Now, if you are just tuning into the stream, I welcome you to some GTA. If you would like to take part in this evening's stream, there is some spaces. You are more than welcome to. Ewan is the person to message, whose game tag is second from the bottom. I can't scroll far enough down. But yeah, Ewan, send Ewan a message on the Xbox. You need the enhanced version of GTA to take part, but yeah, if you send you a message, we will try. He will try and get you connected. Ah, there we go. Well, now it is alongside where I have highlighted. Oh no, that got changed to a GTA race. Nobody shoot. The game's weird and doesn't let you change it back after you change it by accident once people are invited. Despite the fact if you replay a race and everyone's already joined, you can then change it. I don't get it. But yeah, don't shoot. It's the just don't shoot. Petrolhead, thank you very much for another super chat. Saying was playing GTA and switched to Michael. I heard a plane, then an explosion, and it took a bit to find a jumbo crashed on the streets. Guess FailRace Flight School has been in my game again. Ah yes, FailRace Flight School. Do not go near that. One of the more dangerous endeavours FailRace has gone on. GTA is just one of those games. Weird stuff. I think weird stuff will continue to happen on GTA forever. pretty much. And I guess it's what happens when you get a big world and you try and get the AIs to do what they are supposed to do. They're going to do something weird. Eventually, they're gonna do unusual thing. But yeah, I mean, it is great for. I still remember. Well done, anybody who also remembers the Junction of Death. That sadly did get fixed later on. It was a junction up towards Palito Bay, up towards the top. There was a particular junction where the original iteration of GTA, the AI literally couldn't drive it. They just spent the entire time crashing into each other. It's just stuff like that. That makes the game quite entertaining. It makes Survive the Hunt quite good for me nowadays, because the AI are so erratic that they kind of cause a lot more issues for the hunters because they are so erratic. But yeah, that is the AI for you. Right, I think we are ready to go. We're going to start. We'll start with the sports cars. Let's go 5 laps, sports cars. This will be the Audi Quattro. I think it'll be the Tropos Rally and the Omnis, whatever the thing is. It should be all good, I think. Aside from the fact this is a GTA race that I cannot now change, which is frustrating, but I hope everyone will be well behaved. I mean, anyone who isn't will get kicked immediately. But yeah, don't shoot. Hello, Cass. You look very comfy over there. You've just flopped. I can't move my chair. I can't wheel. It's just the Omnis, not the Tropos at all. I can no longer move my chair, for there is a Cass flopped around the bottom of it. I mean, it's not a Cass demand. I think the zoomies have really taken it out of the cats. They have both just sort of curled up and going to sleep. It has been hard work testing. It's hard. It's a hard life being a cat at the end of the day. Right. I digress, though. There's always going to be... If you come to a FailRace stream, there's going to be pet distractions. It's either going to be cats or dog, or both sometimes. Today it is cats. It's just how it goes here. We are off and underway anyway at this wonderful circuit. It's going to be Ninetales who will take the lead into turn number 1. We are happy to follow. There's no real panic. It's quite a long lap around here. It's not the easiest of tracks to... I was going to say catch up on. So slipstream and catch up is less effective off-road, considerably less effective off-road. You don't really want to fall too far back here. That's a bonk on the wall. Because, yeah, it is a little bit more difficult to catch up. Whoa! Although that sort of stuff can happen as well. Don't know if the car on the inside didn't know the circuit or where the pushing was going from, but Ninetales has taken an exit stage left quite dramatically at that corner. There'll be a car alongside. We'll a little gap back to mute. I mean, at this point, they're not really able... Once you get sort of like stuck drawn alongside, it's difficult to make the pass complete. We're going for a cutback. However, did not have the acceleration to make that one work. That's okay. We will just sit and follow through this next section. We've got a jump coming up. Salmon's arrived. Yeah, we've got a little jump, nothing too crazy. And then we have the sketchy part of the lap. We'll go around the outside and make up a position. This is the difficult bit. Lots of cars end up in the wall, going through there. It looks like the whole lead group has been well behaved, which is what we like to see. Everyone has navigated their way through that section cleanly, and then we have a very fast end to the lap. Another little jump coming up, and then it's probably mostly flat through here. Level 8 had a controller glitch. Level 8, you're having worse luck with it than I haven't had it for a little while. You've taken all of my terrible... Actually, no, don't say that, because we know what's going to happen. Oh, Drake, point back the right way. If you make contact like that, I will just try and nudge your car back so it's facing straight again. This is easier because if I lift in the middle of a pack, you cause absolute carnage. So if I bump it and it's sideways, it's a weird thing that we have kind of developed over many years of GTA. It's only GTA that this will work on, I should think. Might work on Wreckfest, to be fair. But, yeah, when you're in a massive pack like that, it's actually quicker if you do nudge a car sideways slightly to then nudge the front of it, point it back in a straight line and go. I'm not the only one that does it either when we do these GTA races. It's done a few times, been done a few times to me. Yeah, it doesn't work, but I can't think of another game where you'd actually get away with that as a method, as a thing that can happen. We're going to have big, well, relatively big slipstream pull, but the problem I got is it's already 3 wide in front of us. What the hell can I do with all of his speed? Well, it's all gone away anyway, so don't really need to worry about that anymore. Up ahead, a little bit side by side in the hairpin. I don't mind the wider line on that exit. It will kind of carry us forward. Probably got to be off throttle for a lot down there. I've barely been on the throttle for the last bit of the circuit because we've just got nowhere to go. So we are best off waiting, being that little bit patient, not doing anything stupid. We will carefully do it through here, and Ewan's had an accident on the narrow. It always gets someone in the lead group, and the crash that Ewan had, I think, actually affected Dangerman more than anyone else, because Ewan and Gliska got tangled up, Salmon got stuck, I got stuck, Dangerman hit the back of me, and Dangerman almost spun off the back of my car. So, it was actually, despite the fact it being Ewan's accident, 4 cars in front of Dangerman, it was Dangerman that perhaps lost the most time in all of that. We head around the final corner, and that is not quite fast enough, although, that being said, it's a huge run. Salmon gets a bit pinned in the middle of that one. Can we have a look to the inside of Gliska? Possibly. It's going to be a difficult manoeuvre to pull off there. Tried a different line. It wasn't terrible. It certainly wasn't working. Ewan is climbing all over the back of us through there. Well, Ewan got bounced around by the dirt, so couldn't do anything. We have got that Dangerman behind us, I believe it is. Ewan will have lost a couple of places. Our turn to find that big bump. But it's a very capable rally car, this, but the bumps really will throw you about. Dangerman is looking for speed on the exit there. Might get it. Might have to concede this place here. Well, yeah. Yeah, Dangerman just had too good of an exit through there. Now I'm trying to get a better run through this next section, which we do a little bit. Again, I've caught them. I don't know where to go with my car. Brazen's turned up. Salmon is back involved in all of this. I might be able to be a bit sneaky. Dangerman wanted to go for a cutback on Gliska, and suddenly there was an orange car in the way. That's... yeah. And Dangerman has lifted to fall into line again. Okay. I mean, it's all been very... You know, it's been clean and fair racing up at the front for now. Hopefully it will remain that way till the end of the race. We know this section here is nasty. It's so easy to overdrive the first. It's actually easy to overdrive the second part as well. Both me and Gliska did a little bit. We got away with it. Dangerman is trying to cut back underneath. It kind of works if you time it perfectly. Oh, I'm out wide on the dirt. Dangerman will surely be passed here. Where is the red car? No, red car's gone. What happened? It was right there. I don't actually know what's happened to it. It has disappeared. Lot of understeer through there, but yeah, so Dangerman made a mistake somewhere. Now because it's not. If that was the final lap of the race, Gliska would not have had. I would not have left the gap on the inside there. I was clear, and I could have shut the door, and I would on the final lap. This lap of the race, I'm not going to, because if it goes wrong, I get spun, and there's no point in risking it at the moment. Or like it, because I would have got across in front in time, and then I would have got bumped. And it's GTA, you never know if that bump's going to spin you. But defense of a race victory, you're going to take that gamble. Defense of the lead on end of lap 3, it's not worth it. Essentially, this is all upset over the bumps there. This time around, it's somebody else, not me. Oh. Well, Gliska has got back pointing the right way. Yeah. Oh, and Brazen's come off worse for all that. So I saw Gliska's car was upset. I just didn't know where it was going to go and what was going to happen. And as it was bouncing and bouncing, I was already committed to the to the line, essentially, and I just couldn't get out of the throttle in time to avoid that one. Unfortunate. We both lost a stack of time in that. Salmon got a little bit twisted in the air, although Blisker's got back to the lead of the race. So yeah, really, really, it was me and Brazen that came off worse of all of that, as Blisker's now back to the front. Salmon is shoved the nose there, but cannot quite complete the pass. Will fall back into line. I mean, we've got to not fight each other. Like, it's difficult, right? Because you want to have the best chance to catch a group of cars ahead, right? You don't want to end up losing places, but equally you don't want to fight each other too much and lose the entire group the chance of catching the vehicles ahead. Ninetales made a little mistake and ended up all out of place. I was very quick through that section, actually, this time around. Much improved for me. That was playing it super close to the hay bale, but we've made it work. So, Blisker, Ewan lead the way. Ninetales is third. We are fourth, and we've made a little gap back to, I think it's Salmon and Brazen and Mute, maybe, in that group back there. Now, the Omnis should be able to be flat through here, and it is. We've had a very good run. We've not had the best of laps, but the end of that lap was astonishingly good, and it has put us right back into contention here. Don't make a mistake. Don't make a mistake. We're basically where we were at the start of the previous lap, is with us following Glisker through this section. Now, we saw what happened last time. Lead car just got upset on the bumps, could not gather it all back up. This time around, though, it's better for Glisker, less bouncing around. If anything, maybe a little bit more upset for my car. We're both going to go a little bit wide. Oh, you escape it. They're fighting behind me, which is fine. Ooh. We're fighting our own car here. Desperately trying. Glisker almost turned in too soon there. You saw the panic of, oh crap, I'm going to hit the tyre bundle or whatever it was on the inside. You have to bail and suddenly change direction there. We have got enough air time. Oh, Ninetales. Is it Ninetales or it was Ninetales? Ended up in the back of Glisker's car over the jump. That almost caused issues for me. We are side by side with the turquoise machine. That is a line I do not want. I don't want to lose. Oh, GTA physics. Beat us. Oh, god damn it. So I was trying to slot in between Glisker and Ninetales, which was fine and it was working, and then Ninetales ever so lightly tapped the back of my car and it steered me very violently into the wall, and Ninetales got stuck in that. That is, yeah, not ideal. The bloody crash enhancement nonsense has cost us. Well, it's certainly cost Ninetales more than me, because we're still here. Ewan and Dangerman fighting each other may well have given Glisker the opportunity they needed here, because I don't think we're going to have time to catch up. Although, you know, we might do, actually. Or someone might do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I might be a little bit too far back here, especially with Mute turning up at warp speed. Oh, Ewan's wide. Mute is sliding. It's going to be a huge drag race to the line, but it's going to be Glisker. We snuck back past Mute at the end. Whew. Good race. Oh. It was a good battle. Ninetales was unlucky in that one. We were a little bit unlucky as well in there. Just dropped a bit too far back. Glisker held on, helped by Dangerman and Ewan having a big scrap over second, and we were just a little bit too far back to profit from all of that. But yeah, we'd end up in fourth. Mute is fifth. Brazen gets sixth ahead of Ninetales. Doyle gets fastest lap in eighth ahead of Salmon, and Smallman would round out the top 10 in that. Ugh. Yeah. Manic race. Always good fun, though. Always good fun around that circuit. Super chats. Komodo, thank you very much for the super chat. Saying thanks for all the content. Caught up on Survive the Hunt. Now what do I do? Oh, well, there's many more videos. There's many more videos. There's Hunt the Survivors. There's that series. There's lots of beam stuff. There's lots of silly challenges on Forza and the like. So there's many FailRace videos for you to be watching. I vote for Chaos Tracks and or Chaos Classes. NASCAR on circus tracks. Unfortunately, we can't do that. But we will have some sillier circuits coming up for you shortly. Nicole, thank you for the super chat saying, I would like Ewan to choose a circuit. Oh, Ewan gets a choice as well. Bloody hell. Okay. We will see how that we'll all go. So we're going to go for the off-road trucks this time around. Also, well done everyone for following the rules and nobody farting about with guns. I'm impressed. Well, a couple of flares, but that's all good. Right, we have got trophy trucks up next. So these are slightly what's the word for it? These will be slightly more difficult, I think, to catch up. They don't, from what I remember, their slipstream and all that is very ineffective on the dirt. Of course, the suspension is very good. It will have no worries about dealing with any of the bumps. It'll be a lot more composed over the bumps, composed around the circuit than the Omnis, of course. But, yeah, these are quite... From what I remember, these are not the easiest to be overtaken. A Ladosaurus has turned up to the event. We've got a couple of people trying to get connected. Yeah, so hopefully we'll have another good race. Oh, other thing to watch out for: these trucks, they fall over a lot easier. There'll be a lot more motorbike moments with these in a few places, especially around the final corner. They can roll over there. I seem to remember, I think the video of this track involved cars toppling over at that point. The final corner is quite difficult with these. They really like to go up onto their side. So you've got to be a bit mindful of that. And it won't only be the final corner. The bumps and cornering can cause these vehicles to go and fall over. So yeah. we shall see. I don't know if we're going to get people connected. Hopefully. I mean, if you have got disconnected, we'll try and get you into the next one anyway, even if we can't get you back into here, because we want to get started. We've got catch up, slipstream off, all of that should be good to go. Okay. We will just fire it up and see what happens. Oh, Pony's Cloud Simulator. Simulatoring. We'll get you in the next one. We'll get there. GTA is a wonderful, wonderful game. It's definitely not broken at all. Oh, doesn't it fill you with confidence how good GTA 6 is going to be? Like they did it so well with 5. I'm sure a new and more complicated game will have no problems whatsoever. Alright, race time. Dakar truck or raid truck and trophy truck is a mixture. They're basically the same. Only difference is what body shell you want on them, pretty much. Both fall over about as easily as each other. We, of course, have that good old host advantage. We will jump to... Well, we'll get a good jump. We will cover the inside just to make it a little bit safer for ourselves, really. So we're not necessarily expecting a huge... Well, I say not expecting a huge amount of chaos. Don't say that. That's always going to be asking for trouble. It looks like everyone has been quite well behaved through the first sequence. Now, this is where having had that good start really does come into its own, because as that happens, I am away from it. Yeah. The last thing you want is the car at about 4th place to make a mistake going into that very narrow section, because you make a mistake here, you're okay. There are options as to where you can go. You make a mistake in that super narrow section, there is no options, and everyone is just stuck. So that helps me out quite a lot in all of this. So we've got Drake and Pretend Ninetails here up at the front, and it's not going to be long until everybody else joins us, but that's okay. That's just that will happen. We will just have to drive our own race. Thankfully, the jump is big enough to clear the rest of the vehicles. This section here is very much just to follow the leader. You're not really going to make a pass going through here, and if you do, you're going to lose so much time. Your best bet: follow all the way through here, and then once you get on the tarmac, use the slipstream and get past. That is normally what occurs, and that is exactly what Drake is going to go for. And yeah, sensible enough in terms of overtakes. Now we have got to the middle here. It's not really where I want to be. Oh. Oh, bloody hell. It's all a bit manic down that section. Yeah, it's kind of gone a bit predictably. The car on the inside hit the inside wall. We were all... I mean, there was space. I did leave space. Unfortunately, it was 3 wide. And I think it was a small man on the inside was trying to give as much space as possible. And actually ended up putting themselves in trouble. Oh, don't fall over there, please. We've got away with that one. Let's get to the inside there. No, not quite. Problem is you lose so much momentum doing these half-assed passes. We might get this one to work. Still, we're stuck side by side. Trying to get a little bit of slipstream because I don't really want to be stuck on the outside. And thankfully, we can complete the move up to second. That was not an easy pass to do. That one, that took a bunch of corners. But we have made it work. Oh, we are up to second. Yeah, so there's a bit of a 5-truck breakaway forming. No, that's fine. We can deal with that. We will... Whoa! Get alongside. I wasn't prepared or expecting it to do that over the jump. Oh, Shrake is there. I do apologise, Valtrek. I was very much assisted into you on that one. I did not want to brake. Well, I braked at the right point. I was then just assisted along. So it was as if I hadn't braked at the right point. So yeah, unfortunate for Valtrek, those wooden fences on the outside, they are mean. You do not mess with them. They will cause you no end of grief. Despite the fact that we've got 2 massively powerful and specialised off-road racing vehicles. That with a wooden fence. To be fair, I wouldn't want to drive over it. Like, I don't think it would be a good idea to drive over it. But still, it's always quite funny when that can so categorically defeat something like this. Right, we are on the outside, and Drake has hit the inside tyre bundle, and that has ended as predictable as... well, we've seen 2 vehicles smack the tyre bundle on the inside in 2 separate laps, and it's bad times. I know, I was well wide at that point. So again, nothing I can do on that one. If you're going to try to get... It's an easy mistake to make. All you take is a tiny misjudgment. And, you know, you're driving at high speed with lots of other cars around you. Little misjudgments are very easy to make with this. Not going to be able to... Oh, God. So much slipstream was... Suddenly got such a great toe down that section. I didn't know where I was going to have to brake because I've never been going that fast into that corner. Oh, Valtrek's gone over. Valtrek's not having a good time. Valtrek got assisted in a roll there. The other raid truck is all over the back of us, but there's not really anywhere to go for a pass. We are looking for a bit of slipstream on Liam, but the only place that we can go is extreme outside, which is fine. Oh, we were looking for a line. The line does not really exist out there. It was worth a go. It's a useful learning experience to do on lap 3 rather than on the final lap, I guess. But let's not try that one again, shall we? Okay, well, I mean, it's a big line of cars, trucks, here at the front. Liam and Brazen are going to go side by side. It's never good. Oh, it's really never good. We've escaped and that... I mean, it's one of the worst places to have an accident like that. However, there are worse. There was space for me to avoid. I think Gliska. I think the rest of the vehicles ducked to the inside. I was able to go around the outside of all of them. It is manic heading towards what is essentially the final couple of corners. We are going to make this one work on the outside, although we'll have no slipstream. I mean, again, at the moment, doesn't matter. This is not the final lap of the race. Brazen is all the way to the inside. It's 5 wide heading down towards turn 1. Someone is going to have to yield. In the end, it would be... Oh, God, it would be Brazen. We're still 3 wide. Oh, dear. This can surely not end well. No one wants to lift through here, which is understandable. Brazen is going to stay there. Oh dear. And it was always likely to end in a problem. Let's face it, 3 wide. I was actually trying to back out of it, and that's what ended up getting me tagged by level 8. So we would try. I was desperately trying. After we got through the first couple of bits 3 wide, I was hoping one of the other 2 was going to lift, and that next corner we just were not going to make 3 wide. So as no one else was going to lift, I was going to do it. But the problem was I had too many vehicles. I don't even know if level 8 could have lifted because I think there were so many cars behind. There wasn't anywhere to go, essentially. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate in that one. Oh, and I have just missed the brakes right there. I'm trying to let Liam go because yeah, I just doing all the slipstream, got the braking wrong at a very critical point. Drake's unfortunately got stuck behind. There's nothing I can really do about that one. At that point, yeah, we were just way too deep under braking there. Liam is going to get back to the lead of the race here. Drake is doing their best motorbike impression as we head into the satellite dish section. It's neat and tidy for the top 3. Does not been neat and tidy behind as they've lost some ground to us there. Now, who is going to be in the best position for this one? Brazen is looking to the outside here. I've got a good amount of momentum, but oh, Liam's hit the wall through there. Problem with the momentum I have got is we're not quite in the right place necessarily for the run to the line, and Liam's got a better run. Oh, we are across the line. In what would have been an amazing photo finish. I think I would have been on my roof. Brazen has got it. I just couldn't. I should have maybe tried to duck underneath Brazen. I should have maybe gone where Liam was going. But Liam got blocked in anyway by that one. And yeah, we got we got tipped and toppled, and we went across the line on our roof, pretty much. Brazen claims a victory, though. We are second. Liam is third with fastest lap of the race. Valtrek is in fourth. They kind of just ran into a wall of trucks up ahead. Danger Man is fifth ahead of Drake. Mute is seventh ahead of Ninetails, and there's Gliska and Lado rounding out the top 10. It was a spectacular finish. Apologies to Liam for the little bump at the hairpin. I don't know if... I mean, yeah, we waited. It just gave Brazen the lead, although I think it was taken back and it was all swapped around and everything. But yeah, it was... well. I'll take another second. We've had some very, very good finishing positions so far today. Average finishing position would be pretty damn strong so far. Which, yeah, cannot complain. It's a cool circuit. It's always a cool circuit. Always some good fun racing to be had around there. Now, I've got to try and find a circuit for this next one. Somewhere. Now, where is it? Is the question. I mean, thankfully we're in a loading screen, so I am just scrolling back. I'm trying to find what the name of it is, because I've got so many circuits that trying to just flick through is never the easiest. Is it really from this far ago? No. Maybe? Ah, there it is. Just check that it's saved. Hold on. Oh, it's not even bookmarked. Well, why was that not bookmarked? That should have been bookmarked. I must have cleared it out by accident. Right. Ewan, hold on. It's not your turn yet. Bloody hell, Ewan. Just bear with. I've got other things to go through first. But I'm sure we can have a go with Ewan's request. But we've got... So the next request was for a Brazen circuit. Now, we've had the slidey one, the slippery surface one. This is a mad track. Well, I think it's a mad track. I don't know. It's never been driven, as far as I am aware. This is really a sensible regular race, honestly. Now, somehow, I don't believe Brazen. For some reason, when the race is said like that, I don't believe anything that you are putting. fact, actually, this track, I've just realised how old this track is. This track was from last year. It was from the 19th of December last year. Yeah. I don't know what this is going to be. It was specified to be a stream race. I'm gonna set it to 6 laps because I don't know how long. It's broken. How broken is broken? Broken funny or just actually broken? Like unusable broken? Right, it may have also got broken at some point by updates to creator and all that crap. I don't know. Oh, he said it might not. Well, we're gonna try it. I'm gonna do not many laps. Oh, this is not broken. That's fine. All is good. All is fine. What could go wrong? What could go wrong with an experimental? Not only have a brazen circuits normally quite interesting, we've got an experimental brazen circuit to deal with here. Yeah, this has never been used at all. It was intended for a stream and then forgotten about. So let's see what might happen. So I guesswork from the track picture is it's going to be some kind of figure of 8. Because even if you had checkpoints to try and make the laps, like multiple laps, count as 1, if that makes sense, you don't know why you'd have the lines zigzagging across the centre. So I feel like there's going to be some form of crossover involved. I don't know, though. We will find out very soon. There is much concern. Brazen has no idea what this track is. I don't know what you've created here. No one knows. It's a first. It is a first in terms of a GTA 5 race. We are just loading into something. Pone is suspicious that this is just Oval of Misfortune 3. I agree with that theory. I agree with the suspicion that Oval of Misfortune 3 of some description. I mean, what could Brazen have done? You could have an oval with no walls and boost pads hidden under the circuit. That would be very mean. I wouldn't put it past Brazen. That could be done. I think we already got 29 people into an experimental Brazen circuit. Oh dear. You think the game might crash, but let's go see what happens. Well, who knows? It will probably take a lot to crash the game now. We did have a circuit back on Xbox One. We had a circuit that could crash the game. You spawned at top of Chiliad and you're supposed to like survive driving down it, but so many cars would blow up from immediately hitting the hill that it would just detonate the game. So we have had one that crashed the game. It's the only one that's ever crashed the game. The Oval of Misfortune with mules at one point when it was set to a GTA race by accident, that got close to breaking the game as well. Very, very entertaining way that got close to breaking the game, but it did. What the hell have we got here? What is this, Brazen? Well, this is a start. Okay, well, we're going to have to start and immediately turn left. Well, that's fine. Oh, wow. I'm going to panic and try and make a corner here, and someone's going swimming. Yep. Boosts. Yep, that'll help. That'll work. That'll work. Right, so we then boost up here, and then we go through the smoke, and I can't see anything, and there's boost pads through the smoke. Ah. Who put fog on a racetrack, Brazen? I think Pone's assumption of Oval of Misfortune 3. Pretty accurate. Okay, so there's vending machines galore. Whose The smoke is a terrible thing. Oh, there's a... there's something there. I don't even know what it is. There's something there that launches you into the sky. I'm going to guess a hidden ramp. Oh dear. No! We're all going swimming. Okay. Well, that's not gone to plan. That's really not gone to plan. Oh, Lado's struggling with the... I don't know what the best line is through there. Well, we are in 20th. It's going to have to be one hell of a comeback drive. Oh, no, wait. We don't go that way this time around. Oh, well, that's a reset and a half. Okay. I want to go over here because I do want a little bit of the boost pads. So it is essentially Oval of Misfortune, only a little bit kinder. I think that's probably the... I think that's fair. I think it is a little kinder than the ocean, than the Oval of Misfortune. The Ocean of Misfortune is just this with boats, basically. Could probably be done. No, don't give brazen ideas. Actually, we've never really done much with boats. It would be fun to see an Ocean of Misfortune as an event. How could that work? I don't know. Oh, can't see a thing in the smoke. At least the pipes are gone. Oh. And accelerate. There was a gap there. Sadly, didn't last very long, but never mind. Right, we are through. We are into 14th. Oh crap. There are cars jumping towards us. There's cars jumping over us, and I've hit the same goddamn pipe. Wait, land on wheels, land on wheels. Don't go swimming, don't go swimming. Okay, it worked. Doyle, well done for managing to not hit me at that point. That's actually quite impressive. We're trying to catch Aaron and then Brazen if we are wanting to get any positions further forward. I think that is Aaron and Brazen in front of us. It's been a terrible start, but we are not last. Whoa, there's going to be a gap somewhere for all of it. So Ninetales is leading. Whee! From level 8 at the moment. There is Valentine. That was for position on Valentine. I don't know whether it's going to be for position on Shadow. It is. Okay, so Aaron up ahead is for the top 10. Oh, no, it's now Brazen, because Aaron's made a little mistake down here. Right, so beware of some of the various obstacles. Shadow's made a mistake there. Well... Okay, I got a little bit greedy I was trying to make the most of the momentum to get past Liam, and I got... Yeah, it was a little bit foolish by me. Salmon is losing out on this. Oh, they are the leaders right there. Okay. We have avoided... No, avoid the water. Okay, we have avoided the water. So Ewan, this is for position against Ewan here. Me and Liam are having quite a good lap here. Which... I mean, considering how this race has gone on the most parts, yeah, I will take a half-decent lap. There is Pone in the middle of the circuit. Ooh. Whoa, avoid that car. There is some mayhem up ahead. Damn it, I was hoping the jump was going to keep me above cars doing that. Unfortunately not. And now we're back to 11. Damn it. That literal airtime there caused us lost us so much time. That hill is so steep. It's so steep. You got to be really, really careful on that one. Oh, can't see a damn thing through here. There is Ewan. Oh, Aaron. So everyone's trying to avoid the jump, right? You don't actually want to hit the jump unless you have to, because the wheels in the air slow you down. But, oh, where on earth are you going? Well, that's frustrating. Okay. Now, you just about start to learn where some of the obstacles are. That's so lucky. That was the absolute limit of grip in my car. That was yeah, that was 100% of the grip, and we got away with it. But yeah, bloody hell. So I think I'm racing the purple car, right? Valtrek, yes, I am racing Valtrek. Oh, there's Liam. not a million miles away. Okay, get a little bit of a boost pad. Oh, carefully does it. There is Salmon wildly out of control. Level 8 and Gliska are having an argument, and I think that's going to put me up into third, as their argument dumped them both in the water. So, we will move up into a third position. Can't see a thing. Oh, well, I mean, well, it was third, and now fifth. I had managed to, I was negotiating that fight. I could see the obstacles just about, I just couldn't see the car. Damn it. Oh, that's there. Brazen, am I racing? I am racing you for position. I would like that fourth back. Thank you very much. I would like to avoid... Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Get on your wheels. Ah. Oh. I think it was Liam. That we bounced off the roof. Like, a little bit of airtime there is okay. You'll get away with that. However, a lot of airtime, you won't. And I think we bounced off Liam's roof, maybe. And we just could not get it stopped. I think it was Liam. Oh, no, it might have been... I might have been Cowbell, actually. We bounced off the roof of and just, yeah, could not slow the car down any further. Which is a shame. Oh, well, we're going to put the vending machine back on the circuit. For reasons of annoying others. And because I didn't know it was there. Aaron is 4 position ahead of us. And then we've got to try and get Danger Man. No, we've got to get Brazen. Aaron is early on the brakes down here. But we'll still run a little bit wide. We will take that position. Are we racing Salmon? No. Okay. We are racing Liam, wherever Liam is. Can't tell in all the fog. Brazen found the gap. It was quite spectacular. Well done, Brazen, for spectacular crash up ahead of us. I appreciate the position. It is great, you know, gratefully received. Oh dear. Hey, I got tackled by someone else. Well, fellow orange car, you will be bumped and you will be punted slightly. Unintentional, but you were. Okay, so we are racing Ninetales also for position. The chance at a podium is slim. I think there's always a track like this. There's always a chance. Christ, all it takes is a bad corner, and Liam can be in a lot of pain. But oh, there is cars everywhere at the moment. We will sneak past as best we can. Trying to sneak past as best we can. Oh, there's Danger Man. Danger Man, that is... No, there's a lap down. Or half a lap down, not sure which. So yeah, never mind about that one. Danger Man's race has gone a little bit awry from a strong start. It does happen sometimes in these. Oh, damn it. Well, I mean, okay, we've got the car off the wall. I don't know what more we could have done on that one. We were full throttle. We were carrying great speed, and yeah, just around a corner there was a car having its own accident, or recovering from its own accident, essentially. Now, Pone has found that big launch pad. Oh crap. Okay, no, we're just going for the really sideways entrance down here. Apologies. Car was not really in full control at that point. Mute has taken victory. Well done, Mute. It looks like it is going to be a Liam potentially in second. It is, and Ewan will round out the podium unless anything weird and untoward happens. Sadly, it does not, as there is no chance for us to sneak a podium. We will have to settle for a fourth. It's not quite a podium. Could have been much worse. We didn't have a great start. We had a lot of swimming, in fact. So Mute will claim victory. Liam is second. Ewan is third. We almost threatened for the podium, but it just went a little bit wrong at the end. Valtrek is fifth, ahead of Shadow. Aaron looks like they're going to come home in seventh. They do, ahead of Brazen. Good race for Aaron. Drake is... or maybe going to come home in eighth, depending on how that goes. Or Brazen slipped down. Valentine has got the fastest lap of the race. It was very close between second Ninetales and Brazen. Yeah. That's, well, a mad circuit. That is very much a mad circuit from a Brazen. It is just essentially, it's a slightly less mean Oval of Misfortune at that point. It's slightly less mean than the Oval of Misfortune. Not by much. I do quite like the downhill hairpin. That's quite an interesting one, for sure. But yeah, oh, God. Second car is the slam van. Well, I'm not. Do we want to run it again? Oh, I don't know why I'm asking chat, because chat will just vote for more pain and suffering. Really. Do we want to go through more pain and suffering? I don't know why I'm pondering it, because if you give chat the option as to what to do, you know what chat will do. Through the gate, thank you very much for the donation, saying at least this track was more sensible than the broken Space Tugs track. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That the oh, the Space Tugboats. For those of you that remember the streams many years ago now, back on, I think they were all on Twitch, these ones. Reese was desperately trying to make a track work that involved firing tugboats out of the stunt pipes, like the stunt tubes that you could use. Used a bunch of boost pads in the tubes to make tugboats fly, because tugboats are the slowest thing in the game. And every time, no matter how the track was designed, no matter how much testing was done, every single time I broke the map because I got my tugboat stuck in the tube. It was... I mean, it was a special kind of gloriously silly, right there. A very, very special kind of gloriously silly. And yeah, I say gloriously silly. Less gloriously silly in many ways. At least this one works. It does work better than the broken mess that was the space tugboats. But well done, anyone who remembers watching those. Some of you would have raced in those. Yeah. They never quite work. Funnily enough, tugboats are not meant to fly. Tugboats are not meant to fly. But there we go. Right. SUVs. 5 laps is going to be more than enough. Maybe 4 laps. We'll go 4 laps. If this is the slam van. God, they're going to have problems getting up the hill. They're definitely going to have some problems getting up the hill, but we will try. What could possibly go wrong here? I'm going to say it now. If I get all the curses of the commentator out of the way immediately, then that's a good thing, right? If we just get all the curses done, all the curses out of the way, so there's definitely nothing that can go wrong with this race at all. It's going to be a perfectly clean, smooth, sensible race. You know, there's going to be no flying cars. There's going to be no swimming involved at all. So yeah, Slam Van is a muscle, so God knows what we've got in SUVs. Is the minivan custom? Oh, there's that muscle as well. The lowrider minivan, maybe? Don't... God knows. I don't know what we're going to end up in. Knowing Brazen, it might be the Patriot limo. Let us find out. Oh, let's find out what might happen. Oh, we did just race SUVs. I selected the wrong bloody class. Ah, well, never mind. I meant to put it across. Well, Pone did tell me it was just a little bit too late as I'd already started it. I don't know why, I just assumed the slam van was in that one. Oh well. Whoops. My brain is apparently not with it. It's fine. Well, to be fair, we can drive the same thing. Sorry, that's my bad. I don't know why I thought it was SUVs we had next. There we go. I'm going to blame anyone else but me, basically. That's the way it works, right? We can just blame everyone else. I was trying to be sneaky and get across, couldn't do it. Small man is going to carry a lot of speed down there. Ooh, come on. Okay, that's fine. Well, I say actually no. I don't want to be the leader. I want someone else to go first here, because I want somebody else to do that. Although Valtrek kind of got away with it because we sort of pushed them through. I was hoping to allow someone else to go and make a nuisance of them. Well, to deal with the pipes there, essentially. Oh. Now, can't see a damn thing going through the smoke. Crane is going to launch it. Of course they are. Right, weird. Oh, hello. Nugs has exploded. It's fine. It's fine. We have now got the lead of the race. We've got a decent sized gap back to the horde of cars behind. Ewan has not had a great start in this one. Oh, mind the vending machines. The track is going to be a little bit different here. Oh god, and we're going to get hit in a lot of crossover traffic. Oh. Okay, so if you're on the full catch-up slipstream, you are just not gonna. Your wheels are just not gonna touch the ground down that section. You are gonna be full airtime, pretty much. This is a dangerous bit. God damn it! Oh, hello. Well, my quiet battle for the lead is now not a quiet battle for the lead anymore. Well, quiet run for the lead. Yeah, there was a gap, and we could not quite get in front of Crane, essentially. Danger Man. Uh-oh. Whoa, we both hit the wall. We have stopped the car from rolling, at least. That's something. Liam is through, and Valtteri is going to go through. I mean, Danger Man lost a lot of time there. Valtteri a little slow up the hill. That's fine. We will take that place away. Oh, no, land it. Very poorly. Well, yeah, that's again. It's just that really unfortunate. Pone is taking a line, which is fair enough, of course, for them to take that line, and we just get caught up. We get caught up in an accident that there's nothing we can really do about it. So that green car has just sunk to the bottom of the ocean. Was it Valentine? Well, I think it was. Must have been airtime or something. It was just no hope of stopping. Just down to the bottom of the water we go. Now, can I do that? I can. Fantastic. We find the gaps, and we're up to 5th. Or down to 5th, I guess, since we were towards the front at one point. There's vending machine chaos everywhere. Oh, no. I was trying not to get caught by the yellow car in the air, and then I was going way too fast to survive that. Oh, there's Shadow. Hello, Shadow. I've lost more. Oh, well, Crane's going for a swim. I hope you like swimming, Crane. I think Ewan's given up. Ewan just wants to put the Serrano at the bottom of the water. That seems fair, really. Okay, so this is a battle for position between me and Doyle. My suspension is very badly broken. The vehicle handles inconsistently and terribly, pretty much. So that's a good combination of stuff. Hello, Aaron. Oh, just trying to avoid tumbling cars. It has just become a Dodge the Mayhem. I don't think the leaders are... Liam's a long way away. There's a group of cars down here that are all having a scrap that seemed fairly close. So maybe there's half a chance. Maybe. It's a big maybe, though. We know there's... Oh, that was very close. Fine. There's some gaps. Oh. I think I might have lag punted a Danger Man. Technically, on my end, there was no contact made, but the way that car got flung, I suspect contact was made. Can I aim for that? Oh, no, don't aim for that side. Right. Ewan, catch me, catch me, catch me! It didn't work! I could try. Ewan's kind of acting as lifeguard at the bottom of the hill. Well, it was a valiant attempt at catching. It just didn't quite work. Liam's taken victory by an absolute mile. Yeah, I should not have experimented with a line at the very end of the race that I'd not done before to find out what would happen or what wouldn't. Because we could have had like a third or fourth or something there. We were on for a good finishing position, and we're going to end up 7th. Damn it. Yeah, don't experiment. Experiment at the start of the race. Don't do it on the final lap when that happens. Brazen gets fastest lap. Liam is victorious. Mute is 3rd. Danger Man is 4th ahead of Valtrek. Then Valentine. We are 7th ahead of Ninetails, Salmon, and Drake to round out the top 10 as they have now crossed the line. And Gliska's gone to Chiliad. Well, getting stuck on Chiliad, pretty much. It's making it. It's making it just a bit slowly. Drake, thank you very much for the donation. Saying haiku time, enjoy. Big race today, yay. Danger Man rage, Drake do bad. Valtrek race good. Well, there we go. Also, what game will you be playing after CK3? Anything you've been enjoying that's you'd like to stream soon? P.S. No one expects the Cult of 1P. The Cult of 1P is indeed back there. After CK3, I am not sure yet. There are a few games in the running. Stardius is one of them. There is one that I've actually only just seen it for the first time today that looks like an XCOM style game that I have forgotten the name of it, but I put it on my wish list on Steam. Where has it gone? Xenonauts 2. It comes out in a couple of weeks' time. Looks very, very interesting. So I might end up doing that. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I don't have an exact plan for the next game. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Stardius is definitely one of the very I say real contenders on that one. I say that I haven't actually played much of it, but it does. I think it would be one of those that would work very well for a stream. I'm sure we can have some silly adventures on that one. Right, Ewan, it was your turn to pick a track. Do pick a circuit. Hopefully, Ewan will hear, and we will. I'm just going to check what other stuff may have been requested. I've got to go through all of this. It's a bit of a faff to get through, but yes, okay. It will be Ewan's choice as to what circuit Ewan would like us to run on, and if it's terrible, it's Ewan's fault. So it's always good. Let's say if it's terrible. But I mean, most of the saved tracks are good. There are some iffy ones around, but yeah. Oh, it was almost a good flip. Not quite. Yeah, we could end up on another very silly circuit. We shall see. We shall see what the choice becomes, and if not, then no, we'll just drag. What is the time? Okay, we've got time for a few more races. So I do kind of miss the old sumo. It's a shame it doesn't really work anymore. Oh, I'm going to block the buffalo trying to do silly stunts with it. I mean, if you're going to have big ramps here, I feel like, you know, this just what you've got to do with it, really. You've just got to launch the car off of it and... Oh, steered the wrong way. Hey! I mean... It took a little shuffling. Took a little shuffling, but, you know, it's mostly parked. I wouldn't recommend... I mean, I wouldn't recommend on your driving test just abandoning the car in a space and saying it's mostly parked, but... sure. It's good enough. It's good enough for me. Am I going to have to ping Ewan? I think I'm going to have to ping Ewan. Bear with for a second. Right. Knowing my luck, I will send this and then you will post something in chat. But there we go. Yes, this is indeed the Survive the Hunt Buffalo. Mostly just because it was the last car that I drove in GTA Online. It's basically the way it works, right? I generally don't play GTA outside of either filming or streaming. So, yeah, the last time I played GTA Online was... Actually, did we film... We may have filmed something in between. Actually, it would have been Car Park Wars, I think. Would have been the last thing that was filmed. However, of course... Oh no! We got bushed. However, yeah, I don't spend any time in Free Roam anymore. So... yeah, there's only so much. Like, we've done so much in GTA by now. There's only so much that there is left to do that is interesting. Oh, we've overshot it. Oh, no. It's a good thing this car is strong. Right, Ewan has stopped responding. So, if Ewan comes back to us, we can do whatever. But I am going to go to a track that I want to drive today, which is Jump the Shark, because it's just cool. Basically, it's just a really good fun circuit that doesn't get used all that often. Right, we will go for sports cars, 4 laps. And, this is another Pone circuit. I shouldn't be surprised. Between Pone and Level 8, they got most of our circuits, and Brazen makes most of the silly ones. Everyone from last job. Right, while people are getting connected, I'm just going to go and grab a drink real quick. I shall be back in a minute. Right, I am back. I think we are almost ready to go with this next race. We have got, the Draugr and the Tropos. I have got Cass. Hello. How are you doing, Cass? You are not going to meow for the microphone. Well, he does meow, but you just won't hear him. Cass. Hello. Are you going to come say hello to everyone? No, of course you're not. He knows when I'm streaming, and he knows not to jump up on the desk when I'm streaming, or he won't jump up on the desk when I'm streaming, which means he meows from the floor. But he doesn't. Well, he doesn't really meow, do you? He doesn't make a cat sound. He just kind of squawks. But there we go. You've got a soggy chin as well, Cass. Have you been drinking water? He kind of shoves his face in the water rather than drinking it properly. Because, you know, cats are weird. I think we've been through that one before today, but just in case, cats are weird. Right, we'll start 4 laps with some sports cars around here. Should be the Tropos. So we've driven the Omnis, the Audi, the classic Audi rally car, and we are now going to have a go with the classic Lancia rally car, I think. Unless something's been changed. We will see. And I'm getting headbutted by a cat. There we go. We are in the fountain. What a start location. What a fantastic start location for a Lancia. I'm definitely sure there's going to be no electrical problems with your classic Italian rally car getting wet. I can't see any way that could possibly go wrong. Alright. Here we go. To the race. Now, if you've not seen this track before, it's a pretty damn good circuit, actually. It's a mostly sensible circuit. There's some big jumps to deal with. There's some nasty bump. There's a nasty chicane towards the end of the lap. Can be a bit hectic, I think, is the best way to sum it up. But yeah, it's good. Generally, very good circuit, good fun. Kind of was cross-country circuit to go racing around. Now, I have got the lead of the race. It's likely to not last, and there's likely to be some chaos over here, although everybody fairly well behaved this time. Well, I say that. I don't know what was happening further back. It may well have not have been well behaved further back. However, for us, everybody made it cleanly. There was no landing on each other. There was no wheeling. There was no tremendously big accident, so all is good. Gliska with a bit of a brown trouser moment through that section. You wouldn't want to get that far up on, or that far out of control, really. And then we've got, now we're coming to the big jumps. Now this first one here is dangerous. Like so. Although, that's about spot on. Oh, hello, Liam. It was about spot on for us. Liam assisted us a little bit wide. Not quite so helpful. However, I mean, once you've committed to takeoff at that point, there's very little you can do about it. So, yeah, if you're going to land on a car ahead, you can't stop it, essentially. We are going to try. We will succeed in passing Liam as we jump into kind of the marinery bit. Oh, the corner's tighter than I was expecting. And Danger Man is here. I think I saw, there's a Lado has come to join the party, and that is fine. Briska's going to make it 3 wide through here. I'm just going to actually have a little lift. On lap 1, I'm not going to bother fighting that one quite so crazily. We will launch the car off of there. Oh, Liam didn't know what way to go. I should have cut underneath. I thought I'd play it safe and go around the outside and go to the left of that pillar. And then Liam couldn't get the car stopped in time, so it sort of didn't matter as much. Oh, we've thrown that with a lot of speed through there, and yeah, just tagged Gliska on the way through. There's no cheaty line through that bit. I mean, I would not expect there to be. If there was, I'm sure Ninetales would find it at the moment, or at some point during this. So, top 5 are all in a line. Gliska, a little bit of lag, bumped off the wall, but kind of didn't really lose momentum, which is what makes me think that would be lag. And then we've got this section here to deal with. In these cars, not too bad, just kind of got to keep the nose up. Should be fine. We were a little bit wide, but honestly, the most important thing for me there was to make sure we didn't have an accident. So that's actually why I kept out of the slipstream at that point, so we could just keep the rhythm through that section and make sure that, we landed it all safely. Gliska is passed. I'm going to have a big lift there, because otherwise slipstream was going to pull us into doing an aerial overtake, which I did not want to do at that point. That moment in time was not going to work. It's such a narrow section. Oh, that was maybe a little of an ambitious. I don't think Danger Man had expected to see a car there, to be honest. It was perhaps an unusual place. We just had an amazing run. Thought I'd try and use it, but could not quite make it happen. Now, this bit here, it's very quick through this section. This has again gone a bit wide and clonked the wall. Danger Man is following us through here. You can be aggressive across the grass. You can be more aggressive across the grass there than you perhaps realise. I'm fine to try and avoid too much slipstream for the aerial overtakes. Whoa, Ninetales gave us a big boot forwards. Basically going with the front flip for style through that section. We will make our way up into second again. We'll get a great run here. Too much of a good run. I'm actually not on throttle at all down there because we were just right. Well, if I'd gone on the throttle at all, we would have gone for the aerial overtake, not had enough speed to do it. Ninetales has had a big accident on the landing. I was trying to avoid a spinning Ninetales. Sorry, folks. Yeah, there was a... Ninetales was going all out of shape, and we were trying to avoid, but of course, trying to avoid spinning Ninetales, there are other cars around, of course, doing their own thing that we've got to try and avoid too. Liam has joined the party. Salmon's here as well. It's a big group of cars for the lead of the race. Lado got crossed up through there. Oh, we got hoofed forward through that section. I tried to lift. Actually, I tried to tap on the brakes just to not make it 3 wide, and Ninetales wasn't to know that I was backing out of that, and we just got booted into the jump anyway. And I mean, the outcome of that is the very reason why I wanted to lift. Like the outcome from there is what would have happened had I not lifted. So that was why I was trying to get out of it. Unfortunately for me, it did not work. We were not allowed to get out of the chaos. But we're still essentially there or thereabouts. By the end of the next lap, we will still very much be in. Well, we'll be back in the fight by the end of the next lap. Jeez, someone, Danger Man, with an absolutely tremendous accident. Oh god. Danger Man with a tremendous accident. Ewan got fired wide and had to take a horrific line on that one, and we got very lucky. that was sketchy. Oh god, even for GTA standards, Gliska's gone very exploring over that part of the circuit. Well, that's us up to 5th, and then Lado's had an accident. We've had an accident. We've had a weird accident, actually. That's not quite sure how that one's happened, but yeah, okay. That's fine. Well, me, Gliska, and Ewan are almost all back together, and then alternative Ninetales is here as well. Oh, Ewan made it past, just. Gliska's going to find a wall out there if you're not careful. Ewan with a load of understeer. Yeah, you can carry a lot of speed on the way in there, but you do understeer a lot on the exit, and more often than not, you end up in the wall. And that's not necessarily the best. Right. Oh, Ewan with all the slipstream, gone for the aerial overtake, smacked the wall. We passed. I don't know if Lado. We kind of ended up landing next to Lado, and I don't know whether Lado spun from that. It didn't really look like it. It looked like very innocuous contact, but this is GTA. Oh crap! Oh crap! Hey, Liam. Well, I thought we were going to land just behind Liam, but no, we jumped a bit too far. However, we got away with it. I was very much... The second I landed on the back of Liam's car, that was just off the throttle and hope it sorts itself out, which thankfully it did. We have got a lot of cars in a small piece of tarmac. Oh, that's not a gap that a car fits through, unfortunately, for Ninetales. And unfortunately for both Ninetales, actually. It was the two Ninetaleses that came undone there. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, that's that's less than ideal. Didn't even realise I was carrying that much speed, but yeah. You landed on another car, funnily enough, landed on another car roof in a braking zone, and it's probably going to end badly for you. And it did, predictably. we ended up kind of spinning off of Salmon's roof there. But the good news for me is, while an entertainingly dumb crash is not actually really cost us all that much time, we are going to naturally work with Ninetales here to rejoin that lead group, and it'll be fine, really. We'll be there before the end of the lap, basically, so we've got one more whole lap to go here. Right, pull back on the stick, keep the nose up, that's fine. Oh no, it's not fine. I'm sorry, Ninetales. Bloody lost the back end going over there. I'm going to guess that is from carrying more speed than normal over that section. It's just enough to unsettle the car. So you've got to keep the nose up, otherwise it can sometimes dig in on those jumps. And yeah, we just got all manner of twisted up through there. Oh, Mute's got in trouble and got stuck. That's desperately unlucky. Now, what can we do anything from back here? So Slipstream is super powerful on this circuit, catch up very powerful on this track. If that was unfortunate, I didn't even really mean to go to the inside of Danger Band there, I just misjudged it a little bit, and we kind of got a little bit stuck. If we have a very good lap, it's definitely not impossible. It's going to be tough though. It is going to be difficult. We will get bumped around over there. If the leaders have any issues, we could be right there. If the leaders don't have any issues, I think the gap's going to be a bit too much, but we will try our very best. The two yellow perils are in front of us. There are the leaders heading down the canal section. Lado, I think, ran wide and bumped the wall. That will maybe put the car up onto two wheels. Lost a little bit of time. Hasn't really cost us anything, though, which is what matters to me. In this instance, in what we're trying to do from here, that is the bit that matters. Does it cost us any time? If the answer is no, fantastic. I'm trying to be as smooth as possible, as precise as possible. I don't think you can curb boost with this little bit of banking, but I'm trying it just in case. We're annoyingly out of slipstream range at the moment. If we can get into the draft, we might stand a chance here. It's going to be real close, but you know, we're giving it everything we can through here. So who is it? Ninetales and Ewan are leading the way at the moment. I think I'm just a little bit too far back. We've got to have an absolutely amazing run through this section, which thankfully we had a great run up that ramp. Brazen was a little slow and a little out of position through there. We are in the draft now. If we can slingshot Brazen and join the group ahead... Oh, we're not quite close enough. We're almost there. And now the slipstream kicked in, but it was too little too late. Unless there is complete carnage over here, which is possible. Brazen's getting tipped and thrown about. It's not going to be enough. If we had the slipstream kicked in at the point I wanted it to, we could have maybe done it. Damn it. I mean, what else could we have done? At that juncture, I'll take a fifth. It is victory for Liam. Ewan is second. Alternative Ninetales is third. Danger Man is fourth. We will end up in fifth ahead of Brazen. Gliska, Lado, Mutant Smallman would round out the top 10, with Gliska getting the fastest lap of the race. Yeah. If we could have had the slipstream at the right time, maybe. It was always going to be difficult on that final lap. But we were there or thereabouts. You know. Again, it's another fifth. It's another top 5. Been remarkably consistent so far in this stream, which is always good. More cowbell. Thank you very much for the donation. Saying first time actually in the stream, and I get that track. I now know what a pinball feels like. Ah, yes. I mean, you know, it could have been worse. It legit could have been worse than that. There are worse tracks. As far as the Brazen specials go, that's a relatively tame one. I'm not going to go... It's certainly by no means the tamest, However, as far as brazen circuits go, it is a very tame offering. So it's just something to bear in mind when you think about like the grand scheme of things. As far as the brazen tracks go, that's one of the more tame ones. So yeah. Welcome to GTA. I feel like it's a good intro to to a FailRace GTA stream, which it's nothing like being thrown in at the deep end, is there? You know? We just got to chuck you in at the deep end, and I am sure, you know, you'll be fine. Well, you were fine. I mean, it was a little bit like being a pinball. However, you came out the other side in one piece, mostly. Oh, then now Pone is disconnecting again. You have got to love when GTA just really wants to work. It has this amazing ability to really want to work. Oh, we'll try and get you in Pone. Fingers crossed it will behave itself. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean the oval is bad. I try to think. There are definitely worse circuits. The Oval of Misfortune is a bit meaner. Brazen Theft is meaner. But yeah, as far as first experiences go, that is quite the one to join at, so to speak. Right, I think we're good to go. So we've got the Drauga up next. Drauga is a pretty damn good vehicle to race. There's nothing really wrong with it as far as I can think. It's quite a big vehicle, so it's just physical space it's going to take up on the road is quite a lot. Got to watch out for that. But otherwise, yeah, it is pretty damn good to race. You probably might see a bit more aerial overtakes, a bit more problems with aerial overtakes with these. Because, well, there's a lot of car flying through the air. We've got Pone back connected. Go on then, let's give it a start. Let's see what happens. Let's give it a try. Hopefully we can get ourselves back on the podium. Basically, that is the goal. Custom vehicles were not supposed to be on. Why did that turn that on? Oh, for God's sake! It's very annoying. I just didn't notice it. Why did it change the setting in between? Right, it'd be very helpful. You can pick the Drauga, but it doesn't mean the game's going to give you what you picked. Because GTA is GTA, and it doesn't always work. Yeah, I picked the Drauga. Sometimes it just does whatever the hell it wants. I mean, I'm probably not the worst off. I'm probably not the best. Once upon a time, the Bifter was very fast as far as off-road vehicles go. I mean, mine is not modified, unfortunately. Oh dear. Oh, there's a gap. I mean, I'm better off than possibly some of these vehicles. The Subaru Brat, for example. Oh look, I found the inverse me. Oh. Well, I tried to go alongside and then the car moved across. And, well, I'm still not under my own... Oh, Brazen's even worse off than we are. Oh, Brazen. What a machine. What a machine you have. It is the fastest vehicle in the world, I have no doubt, the Calamari. Oh. Well... That's not the vehicle. Well, Valtrek's got the right vehicle. He's the only one I think I've seen with a Drauga. I think I would rather a Drauga than the Bifter. Ooh. Possibly? I don't actually know. Damn it. Right. I mean, at the end of the day, we can try and do our best with what we've got, although my broken... I think the wheel has got broken early on, and that's horrible now. So my vehicle handles absolutely atrociously, specifically when turning left. Which I guess makes sense, because that would be when that is the loaded side, if you like, when that side... Oh, Valentane's got the right vehicle as well. Uh-oh. Oh, Bifter, behave yourself. There we go. I mean, it's having many issues, but we can... Oh, we're going to land on a bike. Not quite. Oh, someone almost did land on a bike. Okay. Nope. Well, the bike found us. It's fine. All is fine. Nothing here is really going to plan, but we will try our best. You know, if I can get a top 10, I'm pretty sure my Bifter is like visually modified, but I don't think I put any performance parts in it. I don't normally bother most of the time with the performance parts of the vehicles, because in free roam it doesn't really matter, and I don't use them in races because we don't ever use custom vehicles. So yeah, most of my vehicles in the game are maybe visually customized, but mechanically normally left stock. This may be one of the few exceptions, although I don't think so. As I said, when it came out, it was very fast as an off-road vehicle goes, but yeah, I don't think I bothered doing much. So there we go. The rear damage is a real problem. And we can take this. I get a bit of understeer, but we can take the right-hander absolutely fine. But the second we have to start turning... Oh, what is it going to do over these bumps as well? No, it's all good. That, pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Mute is leading from Gliska. Liam is third. We are catching a quad bike because it struggles with straight line speed. Not a big surprise right there. And we will take that position. But the quad bike will probably be better through the corners than we are, especially with my level of damage. Fly through the air with not much ease. Oh, quad is going to go around the outside and we'll keep hold of the place. So quad's got way more grip than me. I've got way more straight line speed than it. Can we sneak a past? Well, we're not going to sneak a past here. We might get one on the exit down here. Although last time down this section I found a building. Oh, the quad's had a spin on a curb. Brawler had a spin on a curb. I'm having a spin on the grass a little bit. Got away with it. Don't hit the hay bale through there. Don't have back end let go either. Would be good. Oh, can we sneak our way past? I think we can. Now, get the landing. It doesn't really like the landing. You can see how much it's getting chucked around down there. Really not a big fan of that landing. Can't do anything about it now. I mean, I could reset the car, but if I reset the car, I'm going to lose all of the progress up the field that I've made so far, which would be bad. So, yeah, don't want to be doing that. Little tangle in the air has not gone so well for Fred, unfortunately. We have now got some clean air. I'm hoping we can make the most of it to catch the vehicles ahead. I'm suspecting that's not quite going to happen, but you never know. Is it Liam ahead? I don't know what. Looked like maybe a Camacho or something along those lines. Oh wow, that just did not turn. So the banked corner just doesn't turn. Just has absolutely zero interest in making that corner. That's always fun. Okay, so it's Mute from Valtrek. Ewan is upper place. That is Liam with the purple truck. I thought about trying to make that work. It's not a Camacho, it's the Hilux Arctic truck thing. I've forgotten the name of it in the game. That's what that one is. We are not going to find our way past doing... Oh, we might... There was a Bifter-sized gap, and we utilised the Bifter-sized gap. I mean, Liam's going to immediately repass with that. We have got way more grip. I mean, we could fit in the bed of that truck, basically. Liam's going to end up in the wall, and I had nothing to do with it. And that just got caught up on the bumps and just got bumped straight on. Yeah, that is not what you want. Ninetails is trying to explore the track with a bike, by the looks of it. Ooh, we're going to clobber our way over some more curves. I mean, I really don't trust this car at all with its broken suspension. That being said, it's still mighty fast, and I'm still trying to give it everything, essentially. Bloody hell. There is Pone up ahead with the trophy truck, I think. Can we catch and pass? It would be difficult. We're going to guess it's a modified trophy truck. However, we will do everything we can to try and find a way to catch up. And ahead of Pone is Gliska, I think, in the Subaru Brat, whatever it's called, maybe, don't know. Gliska going for the front flip. Us going for not a crazy amount of airtime, and Pone has found a tree. Oh, that'll be a position for us. That's another one. We are just racking the positions off slowly but surely. We're not going to beat Mew. We're not going to beat Valentine Novacek, I don't think. Could we catch Gliska? Maybe. Lado might be a little bit too far out of reach, barring anything ridiculous, but you never know here. We will try our best. I think Gliska has got a bifter. At least the Lod looks like a bifter from this far back, but it might be something else. Our chance to catch is really from mistakes. At outright pace, we can't go that much faster. Oh, especially not if it's going to do that. Oh, that corner there. God damn it. Really bad. I don't quite know why in particular that corner. So we don't turn to the left very well. But that corner, despite the fact that it's banked and should be easier for us, for whatever reason, it is shockingly bad. So I'm guessing something to do with the way the suspension is damaged. It's just preventing the car from turning that section properly. I'm going to make more mistakes. I think we're overdriving at the moment, just trying to desperately catch up to cars ahead. Easy mistakes to make. Yeah, when you're falling back and you're trying to make that time up, you're trying to find half a second. You're trying to find, well, I mean, you're trying to find a tenth or two even. Very easy to ask that a little bit too much of the vehicle and end up in the wall. So Gliska's up to 5th. Yeah, it's even if we hadn't made that mistake, it was still a very slim chance of catching the cars ahead. It's now rather evaporated. God, I can't lean on the vehicle through these corners. The second we try and use full lock, essentially, it just wants to spin. It's still not great turning right either, but it is better. No, it's just pushing as hard as I can, trying to catch up to the vehicle ahead, and I just don't have the performance in this. If it wasn't broken, maybe there's a chance. I mean, the lack of engine upgrades is not great, of course, compared to everything, but yeah. Damage has really sealed the fate of a very difficult to drive, well, it shouldn't be a difficult to drive vehicle, but it has become a difficult to drive vehicle. We will at least land that one quite nicely, which is something. I have a feeling a vehicle up ahead, Gliska, has had a mistake somewhere. I mean, we will try our best to catch if we can. Liam is catching us now, back again with the big Hilux. That's not a thing that I want to see in the rearview mirror particularly. That is a fearsome, I mean, it's about 5 times as big as we are, so yeah, that's not the thing you want to see behind you. We've got the horrible banked corner to go. And I say horrible, it's an incredibly well-made banked corner that for some reason my car is incapable of taking. I have to have a kind of a couple of lifts on the way through there just to make sure that it'll turn. Oh, did not like that jump at all there. We are in trouble for 8th here. Liam is now in the slipstream. The massive truck is going to make a move for position. I can't do much about that one there. However, we will get back in the draft. We should handle better than that. I don't know whether we can duck underneath it through here. We can. Oh dear. Oh, I mean, well, we could. We could duck underneath it. I hit the wall and we managed to torpedo the crap out of it. It was a hell of a death. It was one hell of a death, that. Oh, neither of us had much stability over that one. Oh, I don't actually know which way it went. I don't know whether we got 8th or 9th. It was a great accidental murder. We did get Liam just by a photo finish at the end. Pone with the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, bloody hell. Sorry, Liam. Oh, it was trying to be sneaky. It was trying to be sneaky and duck underneath, which was a perfectly legitimate strategy for going for an overtake right there. However, that bump on the wall is always going to be a problem. The clip on the wall, with that thing there being so top heavy, it's, you know, not a crazy big surprise that it would fall over when given a little tag. I mean, the Bifter, I mean, it could have been good. It could have been better without the damage, pretty much. Yeah. I think considering everything in that one, it's not too shabby. But, yeah. I made a goof. I made a big goof. I messed up with the race setup. So that one's on me. That one is on me. Well, there we go. We will have an awkward amount of time, actually, left for this one. We will have time for probably an individual race somewhere. I am not quite sure where. We will head back to free mode. Where do we want to go to finish off for just a single race? I'm just having a ponder. Kimura, thank you very much for the donation. Saying hello, Alex, and chat. Been a while since I caught a stream. Hope you are all good. Off to Avon Tuning next week for a catback exhaust and a decent power bump remap on the Mazda. Going full cue card. To paraphrase Monty Python, no one expects the Mazda CX-5. I mean, you are not wrong. You are not wrong on that one. No one would expect a faster CX-5. But hey, I'm not too bad. I've had a lazy weekend of doing nothing, or doing little, basically. But yeah, otherwise, it's been a decent enough weekend. What is that? Lunatic on a bike. I mean, it can't be a player because they're on. I mean, an invite-only session. Sometimes the AI are just weird. Right. Either saying Pantos around Laguna Sorta. You know what? If Pantos are there, let's do it. I don't know if they are, but we will try it. Laguna Sorta is always just a good race. So let's go and give it a try. I think I've loaded the right one, haven't I? Lado saying, can I be a mod so I can have too much power too? No, Lado, you're not allowed to have too much power. You're lucky you're allowed out of the basement sometimes. You're not allowed too much power, Christ. Let's from last job. Let's get everybody in from the last job. But yeah, come on. I say good luck with all the card shooting stuff. Hopefully that will all go well. But I am getting closer to getting the Fury back. All the bits are there. All the bits are engineered and fit and are balanced, and the engine's going back together. And I might, and I say this with a big might. I might get the Fury back for summer. I don't quite know when. It's still got to have the engine put together, put back in the car, put the disc brakes on the car. It's still quite a long way away yet from being back, but it's getting there slowly. It turns out the engine was a horrific, unbalanced mess. So, yeah, amongst the many things, that didn't help. That didn't help at all. So it's going to be the Fury by the time it gets back, the engine is going to be essentially brand new. And while the block and the heads are new, the block's been bored and lined and sealed, and the heads have all been skimmed and whatever. It is technically going to have the engine is going to vaguely be the original, but much improved. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I will get the car back, and then not fit around the town I live in. There's a legit concern. I'm not sure if it's quite going to fit on my driveway. I think it will, but the gate's quite. There's not really a gate, but it is quite narrow to get on my drive, and Fury's very wide. I think it's going to struggle to get to Carly's as well. But yeah, it's going to be entertaining to have that back. Yeah, also get it back in time to not be able to afford to fill the tank. Very true. Funnily enough, it goes through a lot of fuel. Who would have thought? Well, to be fair, the RS6 goes through a lot of fuel, so it's yeah. The Jag's much better. Jag's nice. I mean, that does like a 30 mile a gallon doing the crappy around city journeys that are literally the worst journeys in the world, and then can do nearly 50 if you sit on a motorway, which is much better than an RS6 that does about 10 around the city and, well, 25 on a really good day. So, there we go. Right, we're going to have compacts to finish off around here. Hopefully it'll be Pantos for Ethan. Fingers crossed it might be. It might not be. I can't guarantee it. I believe this is locked to a certain class of car. Normally they are. If it's open, pick a Panto. If it isn't, then we're driving whatever it's locked to, basically. But yeah, let's go and see. Wow, I'll make sure I've got custom vehicles off. I do. Right. Let us go and try some more. Pony's like 90% sure it's Pantos. I think it is, because I vaguely remember driving around here. I think we do race Pantos here. But it is! We have got a Panto race. Fantastic. After such a strong start to the stream, we've been at least consistent. I think we've been top 10 every race and top 5 in most of them. But so can we end the stream with a great performance? Canyon Blue, thank you very much for the donation. What cult are you supporting? Or it is... Oh, no, I thought it was going to be 69, but it's not quite. But thank you very much for a donation. Saying, just got done binging all 59 Survive the Hunts. Love them. Great work to you and the team. Oh, well, thank you very much indeed. Glad you have been enjoying the Survive the Hunts. Yeah, I hope you'll be enjoying some other stuff as well. I hope you'll be enjoying this stream and whatever other nonsense of ours. Try the Hunt the Survivors. There's some old heists that we did a while back. Actually, that was kind of what morphed into Survive the Hunt. There's the Gone in 48 Minutes. There's lots of stuff. If you like Survive the Hunt, there's lots of other stuff we do. and then we'll gradually try and convert you into liking general racing as well. That's a bit tougher, but no, I'm very glad to hear. Whoop. Bloody hell. It must be, like, for me, of course, because, I mean, in the early days of Survive the Hunt, it was, like, a year between some of them, I think, if not longer. Oh, bloody hell. So I sort of, like, learned a lot more. You say you gradually learn a lot more doing them more regularly with all sorts of different rule sets, etc. And of course, for me, there were such big time gaps between some of the early ones. It would be weird watching them like back to back because everything is completely forgotten. Like nowadays, we still forget quite a lot in between them because about a month has passed in between each one being filmed, etc. So you just forget a lot. But of course, if you watch them all back to back, it's I say it's a bit different. It'd probably be weird to me and to those that sort of took part, etc. Oh crap! 3 wide down here. Whoop. It's not quite going to work. Like the tactics and stuff that you might think that I would learn quickly, you don't learn quite as quickly because it's such a big time gap for us in filming. That's not going to work. Oh. No, Ewan's backwards and I am flying. Hello. Sorry, the things went wrong at the corkscrew. Things went wrong at the corkscrew and I had very little in the way of options, and my options were mostly to bail. And yeah, Gliska has a lead. It's not going to last that long. Catch up. It's not the most effective around the circuit of any circuits. Ewan wanted a little flight. I mean, it was spectacular. I will give Ewan bonus points for that one. However, it was definitely not the optimum line. Now they're going for a bump draft on Gliska that, well, I wouldn't say it's completely worked, but to the inside, we'll just bump Gliska back around again in a straight line. Where is Ewan going? I'm trying to get slipstream from Ewan, and Ewan's making up a completely different circuit over there. Valentine is going to give us a bump. It's going to be side by side into the corkscrew. We will get caught up. I was expecting to go up with 2 wheels. I wasn't expecting whatever the hell that was to happen. But there we go. Chris, thank you very much for the donation, by the way. Saying the Renault has gone, and its replacement is a 2002 Mercedes S-Class with most things working. I've put it in film. Oh, I'll have to have a look after the stream. Well, good luck with the S-Class. That is an interesting trade, an interesting trade up, if you will. I'm sure you're going to find a bunch of things not working with it at some point. But if not, that's a hell of a deal. If most things are working properly, that's not a bad deal. As far as vehicles go, we have got a great run up this hill. I will take that position from the 2 squabbling blue cars. Thank you very much. And we've got Valentine and Liam are coming to join the party as well. This time it is just nicely done, calmly done. Down the corkscrew, or the faux corkscrew, so to speak. I mean, as far as like replicas go, this is actually a pretty damn good Laguna circuit. We've raced it quite a few times. It's a great track for some close racing. Oh, not gonna make a move. Well, actually, no, maybe. I wasn't gonna make a move around the outside at turn 1, but we got such a good run mid-corner. Almost made it work on the exit. Still can't quite do it. We're going to... There's a gap on the outside, and Valentine is going to help us. And then Ewan's going to pass all of us anyway. Damn it. We had such a great pass to overtake Gliska, and then Ewan comes along just with warp speed slipstream. And, yeah, all our hard work was for nothing. Valentine with a way better run up the top of the course. Got a few laps to go. No reason to dive and be crazy into the corkscrew on this one. Gliska with a snap oversteer moment through there. Now, as we saw last time around, it is possible to outrun a car to the finish line with slipstream. However, it's not easy. It's really not easy. Ewan, no. Just go for the jump line. It didn't really work. I think Ewan got the jump. If you're going to go for the jump line, you've got to really line the car up for it, okay? Otherwise, you just end up making a mess. And while we have been enjoying a relatively quiet time at the front, there's a big group of cars. Ewan found the Panto. I didn't think there was a gap between us, but apparently there was a big enough gap, and Ewan found it. And there's now a bunch of cars have come to join this group. Oh, please slow down. He did. Oh, that's too wide through there. Though I'm not the only one that went very wide through that section, thankfully. I'm going to guess some cars got sort of stuck following me, so to speak. Brazen is to the front of the pack, followed by Gliska, followed by me. Ewan is there. The pack further back has got a little bit more spread out than it was. That's what I like. That's what we like to see. It makes my life 10 times easier when we get that one. A couple more laps to go, and we will outrun. They're all going for the jump now. Sure. Although it's actually, in some ways, it's not the worst idea. So the reason why is I'm always going to, or the car behind is always going to slipstream past, right? So you hit the jump, you'll fall back, and then you can immediately be in the draft by the exit of the next corner, essentially. So in some ways, as silly as it looks, it does have a legit purpose. And it's essentially to drop you back so that you can get a bigger slipstream run. We have got a very good run up the hill, although Gliska's got a better one. Brazen's also got a good run. Ewan's got a little bit kind of scuppered through there. However, Liam has absolutely launched it through the corkscrew. We have got a nice lead at the front for now as we head on to. If we can do that next time around, I'd be very happy. However, can we do it next time around? Gliska goes for the jump. Ninetails is here as well. The pretend Ninetails is here. I don't know where actual Ninetails I think has got exploring the map. And Gliska and Ninetails tangled. I was close, but they were crashing whether I was there or not. Well, unless there was some lag, which there could have been. As far as I'm aware, there wasn't any. My being there made zero difference to that battle. Danger Man and Brazen are going to have such a big run coming up this hill. We are stuck side by side with Ewan, although we have got a better run up here. Ewan is trying to get alongside, can't do it. Ewan got a bit on two wheels. Now, is Ewan going to be too far back to get a good run, or is Ewan going to be too close even to get a big slipstream run out of the final corner? Ewan's not going to do it. Victory will go the way of us. I will take that, thank you very much. Brady has found a rooftop to do, not quite a rooftop. Brady is observing over there. Oh, bloody hell, that was a good race. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed that one indeed, and it is another victory for us. We won the first race and we won the final race. We won the second race as well. For good luck. It is, yeah, victory for me. Ewan's second. Valentine's on the podium. Danger Man is fourth with fastest lap ahead of Gliska, Liam, Brazen, Mute, Ninetails, and Drake would round out the top 10. That was, yeah, a very good battle, a very good race. I enjoyed that one. I will take the victories where I can get them. Yeah, so kind of the battle into the corkscrew was I wanted to come out that one in front. You don't get a very big run to the finish line, and it was always going to be difficult, and we could just get far enough away that Ewan wasn't able to battle there. I shall very much take that one. Well, there we go. That was some more GTA shenanigans. I hope you have enjoyed this evening's stream. There have been some silly races. There have been some very, very good races along the way as well, which is always nice. Of course, a very, very big thank you to everybody who donated, whether it's Streamlabs, whether it's Super Chat. It is very much appreciated indeed. I think I read everything out. I do apologise, as ever, if I missed any along the way. I try my very best not to, but sometimes they can just sneak through along the way, and so yeah, I do apologise on that one. Don't forget as well, of course, if you buy any item of clothing on the FailRace merch store, you will get a free Bincident sticker. The only way to get hold of them is they come with any item of clothing sold on there. For those, of course, that are interested. Chris, I did read out your donation. I read it out during the race. But yeah, good luck with that S-Class. It's definitely a choice. Definitely an upgrade as well. But there we go. That is, going to be it for this evening. Of course, a very big thank you to everybody for watching as well, for spending your Sunday evening with us here. Farting around on GTA, and I vaguely had some success in this one as well, which is great. I will be back streaming next week. Wednesday we'll be back on Crusader Kings, with the FailRace Empire being all sorts of a mess. Pretty much. It's a terrible mess. What can possibly go wrong? What more can go wrong there? I think we staved off 2 massive rebellions last time out, so that can, I'm sure things will be fine. I hope you will be able to come join us for that one. I know Crusader Kings is a very different game to what you normally see me play, but it's very good fun. I do recommend giving it a try, perhaps. But yeah, that is going to be it from me. Until next time, goodbye.